Who has 30 seconds?
Ohio!
Who does?
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. We are here and live. My screen says my audio is working. It's not frozen today. So,
The stream is playing audio on my laptop. No one listen.
nobody listen to this.
I'm listening.
It's good. You guys are distracting because I forgot to open the write-up for last session, so continue with your distraction.
Just in case for someone on the stream, can someone let me know if something isn't working, like sound or anything other
I
still?
said the sound is working. Don't jinx
Sounds working
it.
fine.
I'm just saying, I would like to... Wow, you're aggressive today.
All
I
right.
just need space.
I opened it. So, last session, we began with the party gaining entrance to the Arcanum campus in order to search for Berrian's girlfriend, Sasha. Immediately within the doors and past the guarded exteriors, they found resistance, powerful resistance. They were met by a number of fish-like creatures that were in the midst of some form of ritual. Their leader, a large creature, was immediately turned into a slug by some clever use of polymorph from the party.
Got him.
Putting a chin.
Berrian, much later in the fight, was knocked unconscious. This ended the spell upon him and allowed him free, where he promptly turned the tide of the battle, raising many of his companions from death's door. A hard fight led to the party's victory, with Yaikzal sheathing her sword in his skull. At the end, as the party was gathering themselves to head back out, having scouted a little bit as well, one of the creatures feigning to be unconscious, one of the students being controlled by a octopus-like creature, stopped feigning its sleep and knocked Yaikzal unconscious. I believe it was Yaikzal, right?
Was it Lorelei?
No, it was Lorelei. Lorelei was knocked to the ground, and then Berrian, throwing his shadow blade, slew the creature, and the party rescued her. You guys went on to find Sasha and Claire, both of them under control by these creatures. And you watched as they were swiftly whisked away by some force from the blood ritual that you guys had interrupted the creatures being in the midst of. The party, with an air of defeat and melancholy, returned to the tower, deciding on a break to Ethlindir. They said their goodbyes, had some private conversations between Red Scar, or Yaikzal, and Big Red, and then you guys journeyed to the Elven Isles. You managed to avoid an encounter with a tree feller, one of the most heinous of criminals among the Elven Isles. Berrian found himself waiting outside of the house of the mother, having given his dancing magic sword in order to ask for an audience. It's really hard to do a recap with...
Sorry,
if you
going.
could stop. Thanks. So...
It's like he's really ignorant, but he forgets he's small. Like,
I'm sorry.
I will suplex you!
I'm so sorry. We're very feral today.
Berrian found himself waiting outside the house of the mother, having given his dancing sword to ask for an audience. Some of the party enjoyed some fine elven accommodations, having some wine and some drinks, while Berrian, Drae, and Kena managed to meet with the high priest. Berrian found himself going through a ritual known as the Bladerite in order to try and attune to the Moonblade he had found. He was accepted by each of the 4 former masters of the blade, as well as the blade itself. We begin today's session standing at the top of the temple, the flat, almost cut-off portion of the tree above the canopy.
Still at night?
Still at night. The 3 of you standing there, Berrian in the middle, the Grand Master and the one who met with you before standing up there with you, the blade leaping from where it hovers in the middle into Berrian's hand, Berrian hearing it hum with power. So, Berrian, you would feel the connection become established between you and the blade. You would feel it start to communicate with you images, emotions, starting to get to know you, as it were. You would also start to feel the power in the blade, humming, speaking to you as well. It is no longer a D6 weapon for you, so it is now a longsword.
it's gained an edge.
Exactly.
No more thwack.
Exactly. And you would also feel the presence of the former owners of the Moonblade, and you would feel each of their contribution to its power. Becoming attuned to this, you would know the blade has a +2, so 2 of its owners have caused this blade to be faster, sharper, and truer than a normal blade. You would also know that it has an illusion imbued into it. You may alter its appearance in minor ways. Such alterations don't change how the item is worn, carried, or wielded, and they have no effect on its other magical properties. So, for example, you could make if it were a robe that had this effect, you could make a red robe appear blue, or you could change the color of the blade. Or you could make it look like it was made of ivory. The item reverts to its true appearance when no one is carrying or wearing it.
Okay.
So one of them added illusion magic to its mix. The other, the ability to summon an elf shadow from the blade.
Mm-hmm.
And you would feel your own connection with it begin to hum, and you would watch a rune start to engrave itself on the blade. As for you, the blade functions as a ring of spell storing.
Okay. Sweet.
The party's first legendary item.
Okay.
I was
This
right.
elf shadow, how does that work?
I shall tell you.
Today we were going to get magic items in our
it's-
pre-stream.
In the Moonblade
Right.
description, as one of the
This
possible
has been
things you can
going
get.
on. Shush.
It, of course, is going to take a long time
Godlike
to
prediction
load.
skills.
So, you can use your action to call forth an elf shadow, provided that you don't already have one serving you. The elf shadow appears in an unoccupied space within 120 feet of you. It uses the statistics for a shadow from the monster manual, except it is neutral, immune to effects that turn undead, and cannot create new shadows. You control this creature, deciding how it acts and moves, and it remains until it drops to 0 hit points, or you dismiss it as an action.
Okay, so it's permanent until it dies.
Correct.
Okay, well, you can show me the stats later, I guess.
Sure. Similar to the ability, Alex. I think you're a shade, technically. I don't remember if it's a shade stat block.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, if you could, at some point, just text me the stats,
Sure.
then I'll be good.
Can do. You can also look it up. It's a D&D creature, so you can just
Okay.
5e shadow.
Right then. Right.
So,
Plus
the
2.
blade hums in your hand. You would feel this flow of information into you. The vibration stops for you as you're holding it there. It seems mundane, you holding it. The runes, now having appeared along the side, is the only difference from before, and you can feel that in your hands, this blade will cut like any knife, despite being made entirely of wood.
Okay. Cool. It would appear as like a slender, tipped longsword, thinner than most longswords, so it could be used easily with one hand. And it would look like the grain of wood, but steel. It would look like it would have the color and finish of steel, but with the grain of wood.
Okay.
And then the pommel is going to look like 2 leaves, kind of curling, like branches with leaves on it, kind of curling up a little bit.
Okay.
The handle is going to be like kind of like an elongated acorn. Like it's going to come down, and then the bottom pommel is going to be the head of an acorn.
Okay.
But a golden acorn. The head will be, and the same kind of. It's going to have like a dark kind of dark mahogany handle, golden acorn. The leaves are going to be golden leaves, and then a steel, like I said, wooden thing, and then the image of what's the symbol of the mother?
The mother most often is just represented with a number of leaves of either that. If you do the more complex images, it'll be 2 trees like growing into each other with their root system. But leaves function just as well for her. Ethlindir means sister leaf.
Okay, so there's going to be there's the 2 leaves coming out for like the crossguard, and just in the center is going to just be like a small like group of like 3 leaves just on either side that are kind of branched and like cupping around the blade.
Okay. You take the plain wooden sword and you shake it a little as the illusion forms itself from the instructions in your mind, as you have the fine wood grain pattern steel, the leaves wrapping up the hilt, the gold leafwork coming for a guard, the mahogany handle capped with a golden acorn cap. You
Okay.
look over, you see the blind Grandmaster just nodding slightly, bow still strapped to his back as it was before. Your Bladerite is complete. It
Thank
will
you.
not be tried. Keep this sword well. There are many who would take it from you.
Will it be not looking to hold secrets or anything? Will it be known that I'm the owner to anyone who asks?
There are some who will be told,
Okay.
but this is not information we are likely to make public.
All right. Do you have an altar to the mother that I could maybe have some words?
Yes. As he will start to walk down the stairs that wrap around the outside of the tree, the rest of you following after him.
I don't think everyone's with me.
No, it's Kana and your brother
Kana.
who
Yeah.
are with you.
I've turned to Kane. I'm like,
Having what are some of the ideals of the mother? Just like
The mother is credited with the creation of the elves, along with Ethlindir and the forest. So she is most definitely a nature deity. She has strong implications towards obedience and respect of the forest. Like, people who follow the mother treat the forest as an entity that's above them, with the utmost respect.
okay. I'm gonna take some time. I'll just be like, Drae, just give me a minute.
Okay,
all right.
Thanks, Kara.
welcome.
I'm
That
gonna
was
go-
pretty cool. I like your pretty sword.
Thanks.
It's nice. It's nice.
Okay, we'll be outside.
Okay.
As he'll take you down to the bottom level, which is the temple area, and lead you over to growing out of the inside of this tree, a tree. Not a full one, but like a relief carving, like someone has sung in the shape of a tree into this.
Yeah.
And you can see it's meant to match the world tree, not too far away from the temple.
Okay. I'm gonna just kind of like, not gonna like, but just like, can I sit by it? Like, is there like a little seat or something?
There's seating further back, like it's a fairly standard temple design where there's seating.
I'd probably
Up
just-
near it, there's kneeling space only.
I'd probably just like kneel down.
Okay.
And in my head, I'm like, I've heard of you. I've never really taken the time to think or pay homage to anyone. I don't know if that's out of personal ignorance or situation. Clearly the blade chose me for a reason. I can see that its ideals line up with some of my own. I guess more than anything, maybe I'm looking for direction, and I think maybe, I don't know, I think some of your ideas seem to be good. I don't know if I agree with all of them, but I definitely see what you're doing. Would you have me?
Make me a religion check.
The best of the checks.
Ooh, baby. Kaplunk. Shatters phone.
So you make your prayer quietly to the image of the world tree here in her temple, her holiest of temples.
Just give me a second here.
Okay.
Okay. That is a 21. 16 plus 5.
21. You would feel for a moment an embrace. Like the boughs of a tree wrapping to hold you. You can feel the rasp of wood against your skin. And then you realize it's not skin. Your flesh is wood. You are part of the forest. You belong. And then the feeling would fade. You'd wonder for a moment whether you ever had the feeling at all.
All right. Nod to the tree. You could use somebody. Are we? Is it the Tamriel?
Nope.
What? No, the continent we're on, Alochrin.
No, so
We're in Ethanir.
the continent you're from is Andratica.
Andratica. So I'm like, you could use somebody in Andratica. I'm gonna like stand up and go over to one of the.
The Grandmaster would be gone. When you stand up, you would see the same older elven man who took you to speak with you to determine if you were worthy to meet with the Grandmaster.
I have a question.
Ask.
Would it be possible to get? I'm like look at the tree, like an altar or a singer or someone to come and create an altar for the mother back where I'm from.
One could be created.
Sorry?
One could be created.
I would like that. I'm not claiming to be a priest or anything like that, but I'm maybe creating an opportunity where people could come and explore religion with the mother. Maybe could help.
If you wish, a singer could be brought forth to sing one into wood.
Yeah. I would appreciate that. I could have a space created.
Very well. I shall have one sung.
It's quite a distance that you'd have to travel.
Shall be waiting here for you in 3 days.
The what?
It shall be waiting here for you in 3 days.
Yo, you need. I can drop you off at the bank. You can walk to your shack.
Okay.
No, I don't have to do that. No.
Well, then you
So
can
it-
pay the money. You're gonna pay it for
They're
Friday.
gonna hold it for 5 days.
It's
No, they'll
Like-
give you $100 right away.
they sing.
They release $100.
They sing the altar, or
Yes.
will it grow further?
Okay, I'll
No.
try it, but
Okay. Thank you. I'll be back in 3 days.
Very well.
Like,
I shall inform them to allow you to collect it.
okay.
Good luck on your journeys, holder of the Moonblade.
Thank you. Walk out.
Gives you a shallow nod as you head out of the temple. Kana waving at you when you come out. Your brother standing beside her.
All right.
I do need to find how much an altar costs.
Well, that was really cool. Is everything like nerdy that you do that cool?
Nerdy?
Like all the wizard stuff.
Magic.
Yeah, is it always that like epic looking?
I don't know. You can cast some spells. How does it feel when you do it?
I don't know. It's whatever.
Yes, I in my opinion, it's all that cool. Here. I'm gonna set this sword on its point. Here, try and move this.
I'm gonna try and move it with my mind.
Nothing happens.
Oh.
It does not budge whatsoever. Like you had tried to move a massive rock, part of the land itself.
Try with your hand. That's cool.
Wow.
oh, Penny? What? Thanks, no.
That is something else.
Okay. Awesome. I'm gonna take it back. Easily.
Yeah.
Slide it into the slot where I had the dancing sword on my hip.
As the filigreed gold leaf sword slides into the position on your hip. Its size is unchanged. It is illusion magic that's causing
Yeah,
the
just
difference in
same.
its look, but it slides into the sheath on your waist.
Wow.
Alright.
It looks different.
Yeah, I guess that's how I see it in my head. But I can change it.
Oh.
It flicks to look like Kanan's sword,
Hey!
and then it flicks back to look like my sword.
You can't copy me. That's mine.
Where did you get that one?
I don't remember.
Okay. Well,
Where'd you get that one?
I found it
Vampire
in
Castle.
I know you told me. Just don't copy me.
Okay. I'm gonna hold up my palm and make a little minor illusion of Kana.
Hey!
And I'm gonna go,
No, you can't. She like grabs your face and like opens your mouth like, you can't.
I'm like, don't worry, he's on your shoulder. And then she's standing like little things on her shoulder.
Oh. Oh, it's not real.
But what if it was?
That would be weird. I could be a pixie.
I think a tiny version of you would probably question its reality immediately and run off screaming.
What do you mean?
I don't know. It's just like a feeling I have.
Okay.
Well, should be,
I don't get what you're referencing.
It's from Centaur Roll.
Oh,
So
yes.
they shoot tiny
Yes.
versions of themselves from their
Yeah.
roof,
oh,
and
and
they
he was
immediately,
kicking the...
and they immediately like,
Where do they go? No one knows.
I love Centaur World.
I'm gonna like, do you guys just wanna go see, where those guys went?
Do we know where they went? They just kind of left.
Hold on. And I'm going to pull out, a half penny from one of my pouches.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast Locate Object.
Okay. You feel the magic take hold as
It
the
would
penny
be the
starts
penny
to
for
pull
Lorelei.
in your hand. Starts to pull you in this direction, and you just follow this gentle pull from it. And it starts to lead you not quite down the streets. Like you have to go kind of off from where it's pulling you because it's pulling you directly toward them. But it leads you down a couple streets and alleys until eventually you would find yourself outside of a rather nice inn.
This is where they are, I guess, unless someone's killed Lorelei, taken the penny that I've given her, known exactly what it's for, and set up an ambush.
You say that with confidence.
Do I say it without possible things that have happened? That could happen?
Who have they happened to?
Maybe not that elaborate or in that order, but we have been ambushed. Taken
fair
advantage
enough.
of, and
Elves are untrustworthy. Everyone knows that.
yeah. Alright, Kina.
So, going to the group inside the inn. You guys get there. As I remember it, you were ordered a few like side dishes. Somebody tried to order pizza. It didn't work out.
What is pizza?
Elven
flatbread.
cheese bread.
Okay.
And you guys had ordered a rather nice bottle of, I think Ariana had ordered a 200 gold wine for the table that you guys
It
were
was
sipping
400.
on. Was it 400?
And then it turned out to be dragon blood.
No,
no,
that
different
was
one.
different. That was in Alochrin.
That was when
That was
you
on their
guys-
date.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe you guys were sipping wine and chewing on something. I don't remember if you guys got any food or not, but you're sitting there, Ariana, swirling the wine, and
You guys are like trying the coffee, like,
I've had elven wine in Alochrin before, but it's much better from its home country.
This happened here.
Right.
At this place. They did bring out the first wine for 400 gold.
Nope.
It was dragon.
no.
That was
Well,
that was on our date
just
with
the
Big
bed,
Red.
The bed and board.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That
big red and Yaikzal.
that was
went
Big
on
Red
a
and
date.
Yaikzal.
Yeah.
She had ordered wine. The waitress was very apologetic when she
okay,
reacted
never
poorly to
mind.
it.
I was
Not
wrong.
the Elven
This one,
Isles.
we didn't get food because Lorelei tried to order pizza.
Alright,
and
fine,
Yaikzal was
chat.
like,
Throw a bunch of poop emojis. I get it.
I
I'm
just
bad.
thought it would be interesting.
I do too, but we can like
Like
make
Drae
it
told me all
ourselves.
about it. Who would know?
Drae told you to order it.
What?
Never trust his food.
He's an elf. I thought he would know.
He's also Drae.
Fair.
Your
Very
companions are interesting.
Not as interesting as you.
She blushes a little and takes her
Yeah.
wine.
You're under the effect of the slow spell from all the sap at this table.
Yeah, it's like Lorelei's like on the edge of like uncomfortable to be around. She's just like staring at her.
He has like,
What do you think of the wine?
I want beer, but this is good. I said I'd try it.
Looks over and the waiter comes over. Yes,
We have for beer.
beer. Well, We have a pale ale that's rather popular at the moment.
Try that.
Very well.
Thank you.
As he makes his way away and comes back a little while later with a wooden tankard that he sets out in front of you, and it has the drink in it.
Thank you.
Here you are.
How much is it?
I do believe that one is a gold.
Oh. Okay. Do we pay now or after or?
That is entirely up to you.
Lorelei, what do you do at restaurants?
We'll pay at the end.
But I
Thank
know.
you. Very good. As he makes his way away, and Ariana, we'll just pay at the end. We'll
Okay.
deal with it all.
Alright,
Okay.
whatever you say.
So, what are our plans now that we're on vacation?
What's that? What's a vacation?
Oh, child. It is a period of rest.
Rest.
Getting away from the troubles of your daily life. Relaxing.
Relax.
Taking some time away from your troubles and problems.
The closest I've got to that was a gladiator ring.
No, that's the sort of thing you'd want to get away from.
Oh, but it was like an easy guy. That was
Right.
my vacation.
It was relaxing, yes?
No, but it was easier.
Well, the point of vacation is to relax and
Relax.
purify yourself so that you are less tense, less stressed, and more able to cope when you go back.
You guys will say you're like,
Yes, the opposite of that. Lower the shoulders, let the tension leave the spine.
okay,
You're uncomfortable to watch.
I am uncomfortable. This is weird.
Perhaps a spa then?
What's a spa?
Definitely a spa. What do you think, Lorelei?
Love that.
I think it'd be lovely.
This is a good beer. A pale ale.
She takes her wine and takes another sip. To each their own. At this point, you guys arrive outside.
Yeah, Lorelei has been drinking quite a bit.
Just
Very
wine
much
drunk.
enjoying herself.
You guys arrive. You step up. Somebody would greet you at the door. Hello, how can I help you?
You're just,
We think we have friends here.
just slipping the coin back in my pocket.
Well, we have several floors.
I'm
Can you
just
see them
looking-
from here?
I'm just looking to see.
Yeah, you glance over and you see them back in one of the corners. Very well, I shall lead you over. As they take you guys on over to the table.
Oh, it's
Hello, I was told these are your companions.
Hey.
What did you say?
Hello, Ariana.
A different waiter comes over and introduces your companions to you.
Oh. Yeah.
Hey.
I totally don't know you. I do know them. Can we get them chairs?
Why are you being difficult?
It's high enough on their insight check to believe you. As they start bringing over some chairs for the three of
Join
you
us,
who have just
join us.
arrived.
Barion's gonna
At least
like
for a little while.
look at Yaikzal and he's just gonna wink.
Yaikzal's gonna blink. Yaikzal's like,
Ariana takes her wine. The wine is quite good if you want to order some.
so is the beer. You want to try some?
There's no blood in it.
You
Why
weren't
not?
even
I'm gonna
there.
look to her. I'm like, I'll have a beer and a wine, please.
Oh right, I wasn't supposed to
I'm
know that.
not serving, but I'll
Not
motion
reading
for
any
them.
minds.
Thank you.
Ariana brings back over the server. Yes.
It was pretty fun.
What can I get for you?
I will have what wine she's having, and I'll have what beer she's having.
Ariana, ask for it again.
Pardon?
Ask for it again.
They're being romantic.
What are you
I love it
doing?
when you ask for things. Ask for it again.
This is a strange new habit you've picked up, darling. I will bring that post haste. As the elf will, is Drae or Kana getting anything?
He'll just like get a beer or whatever.
Okay. Kana.
Until he hears that the wine's expensive, and then he'll try and get the wine.
Okay. It won't be yet, but Kana will be like, can I have whiskey? Of course.
Whiskey. Can I get another one of those too? Not take
And
shots.
what kind would you like? You pick.
Yeah.
Very well. As he will head off to fetch the drinks, and Ariana's over to you, just kind of ignoring the comment, like, strange new show of affection.
Sorry.
Nothing to be sorry for. I'm just not sure how to respond.
Kena, you want to try this?
Aw,
She'll.
it's pretty good.
It is pretty good. As the jug that was like once full, it's There's a quarter left. Like, she clearly, the
Just
minute she
finishes
got
it.
the minute that she got this, she was like,
I like their cups.
isn't it pretty?
Mm.
Look how pretty this jug is.
Wow, that's
I
some
know.
fancy wine.
Yeah.
Hands you back over your cup. Waiter comes back with the cups of whiskey for you guys, as well as the ale, and another bottle of the wine. Did you want a glass or a bottle?
Oh, just a glass.
Okay, and a glass full of the wine.
Taste it.
Very good wine. It's pale ale.
I don't know. They're
It's
both
good ale.
They're both very good. I'm gonna first covertly wink at Ariana, and then take another sip of the beer and look at you guys and be like,
Ariana looks confused. Leans over to Lorelei. Am I missing something? Right. Well, how was your waiting?
Oh, it was great. We sat and then he got a sword.
they kicked me out.
I'm hearing two conflicting stories. You should believe that one. This K-Now points at Drae. Right.
It's the first time for everything.
Well, it's
I'm
good
gonna-
you are successful.
Take the sword out, and I'm gonna just put it on the
This
table.
hat-
It's a busted, corroded, rusty, nasty, just
That's what you traded it for? Like, they
That's,
gave you that back?
that's what you get when you
When you what?
Sorry.
when you haven't lived in Alochrin.
Am I gonna turn into that?
No.
Is my sword?
Perhaps I take back the successful portion of my congratulations then.
I don't
know.
what is the level of illusion on this? Is it see-throughable?
It's an illusion, so if somebody is taking their action to try to see if it's an illusion, they can figure it out.
Well, it's not that focused at the moment.
Okay.
Yaikzal's hand onward.
Why don't you give it a
on her
lift,
rapier.
Ariana?
Okay, maybe we don't take out all of our weapons.
No, it's not
The
like
rest-
pulling it out. It's like protecting it, where it's like, I don't want my.
It's not like rust is contagious, okay?
It is.
Well, what do you know about metal? What does anyone really know about
I
metal?
don't want my sword to be that.
I'm gonna
Perhaps
just.
I'll pass on the lifting it. I've never gotten much use out of them myself.
I'm just gonna tap it, and it's gonna flick back to what I had it as.
What?
No, I succeeded.
Illusion. Very interesting. Well, that is a much finer blade for certain. The gold work is exquisite.
Which one's the real one? Is it the old crappy one that just looks nice now?
This is the real one.
If you say so.
I'm confused.
No, but I'm and I'm just gonna tap it, and it's just gonna become a wooden sword. But all swords are just as good as a training sword
it's
anyway.
that thing.
Because if you don't do any training, you'll never be good with a sword as it is.
Shut up, Berrian. That's stupid.
I don't know. Pick it up, flip it, put it back
Some
in.
nugget of wisdom there, I'm sure. I prefer to put my training to other sorts of endeavors personally.
As do
You're
I.
too much.
What?
This is me scolding you. You're too much. As she pokes your nose.
She might like that.
She just booped her.
Yeah. But she said that she likes it when she asks for things, and she just scolded her.
Guys, I've never been booped affectionately.
I can boop you with my fist. Is that close enough?
Affectionately?
Yeah. And she'll do it, but no, we're in a fancy place.
I'm waiting for the boop.
As her
I
tail
will-
will come up and just
Just snake up and smacks you with her tail.
affectionate.
Thank you.
Tail
Scaly.
slap.
Scaly,
affectionate.
but affectionate.
Tail slap / affectionate.
So, what does the party want to do with their time in Alochrin? You have at least 3 days here, although if you want to take more, you could.
I am very tired.
Well, we have booked rooms up above.
Wink.
I thought perhaps we would share one.
I thought that as well.
Well, if you're tired, let me finish my wine first, and then perhaps we call it a night.
Sounds good to me.
I want to go walk.
Have stayed up quite a while for you to arrive, so...
I'm I'm gonna go on
You're
a
just
walk.
gonna go for a walk
Yep.
I'm
by
not
yourself.
Sure, a
Come if you want.
walk at this hour is the most wise.
I love the darkness is my friend.
How they
Did
like
you watch season 3 episode?
Shush! The darkness is my friend, and
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I need something familiar right now.
I
And she
am
will-
the darkness.
She'll stand up. She'll leave like 10 gold on the
I'm
table,
not letting her walk alone. Drae gets up.
Oh,
and she'll leave 10 of gold on the table and walk out.
I'll go with her.
Also, Kaylee says, "Who's ready to fist fight?" All caps.
Let's go!
Hello, welcome back, Kaylee.
Where's Kelly?
Kaylee.
No, where's the
Oh,
other
Where's-
Kelly though?
Where's your
I
cat?
don't know. We just haven't been talking.
So you leave some gold on the table. Ariana would call the waiter over and leave her 200 gold on the table as well. Daniel, you would owe them 51 gold.
For a glass.
Yes.
Okay. Alright then. I will leave 52.
The waiter collects the gold and cleans up your guys' glasses as Ariana finishes her drink, heads upstairs to one of the rather nice rooms that you guys have rented above.
Yeah. As soon as they get into the room, she's thaumaturging the door shut and trying to pull off whatever nice dress she has on.
Keyword try.
Yeah, just
She's
like
out of
very
practice.
drunkenly.
I love the character art. Thank
Right?
you.
Yes. Runa did that. I love them so. I like each person's characters are above them, so it's very good.
Careless whisper music in the background.
Make me a persuasion check.
A drunken persuasion check.
Indeed.
They're right here.
Yeah.
Shay, I'm ready. Name a time and place. Who's ready to fist fight? Right here, right now.
Let's say a 7.
7.
That's in jail.
You start to pull against her, and she humors you a little, and then undressed enough for bed, like pulls you
front of the
into
wall.
bed, pulls her up to her bosom, kisses her on the forehead. Not tonight. Just closes her eyes.
Sort of like whines
you-
a little, but
Kaylee,
like,
are you
passes out pretty soon.
Are you referencing Hamilton right now? In front of me.
Are you gonna just cut in the middle of a D&D stream with something that isn't relevant?
Kaylee said in front of the White House at dawn.
Oh.
Yeah. This is
I
just,
didn't
this
just-
is just chat roleplay.
This now in front of me, before mine eyes.
Like, do you guys think I'm going crazy? Like, I'm talking to
I can't read the chat. So
I had the
read
greatest
it
chili
too.
dog the other day.
Okay. So that puts the two of you to bed.
'Twas spiced well with a hint of
Kaina's
turmeric.
been up late. I think she's probably going to find her rest in one of the rooms. As for those going for their walk, you guys would soon find yourselves in the crisp evening air of Ethlindir. Quite a bit cooler than what you guys are used to in Alochrin, quite a bit further south. The evenings do get down to 11, somewhere around there. And you guys are used to like Mexico type weather. So it's fairly chilly out
Yeah.
for those of you who are not
Yaikzal
used
is
to
a
the
cold
cold.
dragon.
You would feel just fine. It's a lovely temperature out for you. The rest of you kind of pull things a little tighter to yourself.
Also, they're talking about 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. because there's a layover for their fight, and they're just domestically talking about it.
It's a date.
It's like, oh, but the power bill was expensive this month. We should probably get tuned for that. I'm like, oh.
So,
Okay.
where are you guys headed with your walk, or what are you in search of?
What are we even doing out here? I want to go to bed.
This is Drae walking
to
with
bed.
us, right?
Yep.
I'm walking with her because I'm her friend and she wanted to walk.
That's why I'm here too. Why are we walking?
We're walking in solidarity.
Okay. Yaikzal,
I can't. There's rich air. It's like
it is pretty rich air.
I.
Hang on, we have to... Not tonight, because it's probably closed, but we have to find the flatbread place.
Flatbread.
Yeah.
Drae-
Did they
You
like?
ever heard of it?
Did they take a hammer to a loaf of bread and?
Well, no, they bake it flat. So they
Why?
take dough, they spread it out, they put
But-
tomato paste on it, cheese
but if
on top.
they-
Sometimes they slice some meat on top
But
of that.
if it rises, it makes more food. So why are they making it?
No,
so
but they make it
tiny?
really wide so that they can like put a lot of toppings on it.
But
Drae,
bread's nutritious.
Yeah, there's bread in it.
I think that's a thing Mom just did.
It's just no, it was definitely an elven thing. She said it was an elven thing.
Yeah. But like,
I know I've had it when I was here.
yeah,
It's like the only memory of my childhood I have.
I think.
Why are you trying to take this from me?
I'm not. I have.
Why
the
are you
same
trying
memory.
to take this from
I'm just
me?
saying.
I'll make it with
I
you.
remember her making it. Right? Me too. I get it. I remember she taking it out. It was piping hot. It was good.
Yes.
It was mostly just cheese, tomato sauce with the flatbread.
Yes.
Right? But then I also was thinking about it. I don't remember ever getting it anywhere but home.
We could make our own pizza place. Or
Pizza?
Pizza?
What is pizza?
I just
What the-
thought...
What is that?
What is that
no,
word?
listen.
Sounds like
Ew.
something-
Listen.
Sounds like
Easy.
what a goblin would say
Oh.
for vomit.
Oh.
I just named it. You guys are calling it
Nah.
flatbread.
Pizza.
No, no.
I just
no,
named
no,
it.
Yeah,
no.
that's what they call that, a pizza
Ew.
crap.
Ew. Ew.
No, it's a good
That's
name.
the worst name I've ever
There's
heard of.
2 Z's in it, meaning it's cool.
No.
Z? Have you ever seen a Z in an elven word? Okay, there's a couple, but like, I don't know. I like elven flatbread.
Pizza.
Elven
Tomato sauce.
tomato bread.
No, that sounds... I don't want tomato in my bread.
No, it's on top of the bread.
But why do I want...
Why
Why
are you
do I want...
holding on to my
Why
armor?
do I want
Why-
tomato?
Yes.
on...
Yes.
I think we
Why do I want tomato on my bread? Tomatoes
It tastes
are
good.
gross. Oh, have I ever... Tomatoes are weird.
What about
Kaylee said she's going to get pizza, and she
What's
may come
pizza?
back later if we're still alive.
what
but
about
see
prosciutto?
What,
Cheese?
Prosciutto.
Cheese.
Yeah, well, it's taking like the word for elven like cheese and
Prosciutto?
flatbread and putting it together.
Is that a rich cheese?
No, it's taking 2 elven words and putting them together. What about prosciutto?
What is prosciutto?
I hate
Burr.
all of this.
It's taking
Stop.
2 elven words. It's taking
Stop
bread,
trying to make this canon.
cheese and putting it together.
Okay!
How about
Prosciutto.
Chicago deep dish?
Okay. So, I'd like to continue this walk. And,
Oh, we've been walking the whole time.
yeah, we have. But I would like to maybe silence it. There's so many people just talking about words I've never heard these words.
All right.
I even have this and I don't know these words. This is confusing. This is a new place. And
Prosciutto.
Prosciutto.
Like,
Okay. All right.
What?
Look,
What is this motion?
you just
I've
walk.
never seen
like a
such
bow.
a thing.
Like
And
is that how a
crossbow.
bow works?
You walk.
Hmm.
Let's stop at the
Okay,
market.
okay.
Let's stop at the market on the way home.
But it's really dark. Like, people are closed. Are they closed?
Yeah,
How
it's
do
like
elves
it's
work?
like the sun's about to come up. I
Yeah,
assume.
it's early morning at this point.
Yeah,
Okay.
we can hit the market on the way back.
It has been solved. Dan, it shall be called elven cheesy bread.
Okay.
Thanks, Elliot.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, elven cheesy bread it is.
As we're walking, I'm bantering with Roscoe telepathically.
Okay.
I'm like, "You like worms, don't you?" He like
No.
sends a picture of worms and him like. I'm like, "Oh, don't give me that! I saw you eating the other day in the yard." He's like. I'm like,
Little
"Can you
owl
fuck off?"
hiss at you. You banter between you and your owl
Talking to his
familiar.
owl again.
It's always the owl.
You guys wander
Roast
towards
that thing.
the markets you guys passed on your way, making your way through the rather quiet elven streets. They're not devoid of life. There are still people going around. More than you would probably find in Alochrin on a given night, as elves do not need an incredible amount of sleep. Many of them are getting up at this point.
I'm looking for a market to just buy some components from.
You make your way over. There are very few shops open. There's a couple selling like produce and stuff for people who shop quite early in the morning. As for components, there aren't any that are open at this point. You're going to have to wait till later in the day. As you guys go through a fairly abandoned market, just a few stalls open here or there, a few of the shops built into the trees, lights coming on. But for the most part, it's very much a city asleep.
I like it here. When we're outside.
I don't know, the trees freak me out. I feel like it's like something's gonna jump out of them.
This is the first time I've really seen a tree this close.
There are trees everywhere.
Yeah, but I don't leave the city.
Alochrin is in a forest.
There's no point in really leaving the city and looking at trees.
There's a
Don't
tree
tell Kane that.
10 feet to the right of the doorway.
Yeah, but I don't look at it.
Okay.
Well, he can't help you
I
there.
mainly like stumble into it drunk.
Oh, is that the tree you punch every time? Because you always stub your toe on the one root that sticks out and then you punch
Yeah.
it?
Maybe we shouldn't talk about punching trees.
Yeah.
Look around nervously.
But like these are huge.
I like the trees.
They're all right.
I'm gonna like touch it and just like shoot like a smiley thought.
Okay. You touch the tree and a
Good
little
old smiley thought.
prayer almost for happiness that you direct towards the tree. You guys can faintly feel in the quiet and the peace of the evening the rocking of the ocean beneath the trees.
Okay, maybe we should.
Like a literal ocean?
Yes, Ethlandir is a giant landmass of trees holding themselves together, floating upon the ocean. It is not connected to any soil or ground beneath it. It floats and moves along
It's
the
like a
Sarthian
boat.
Ocean. It's a continent, but yes, it does move about as it goes.
Okay, so it's like
It's
there's
so-
a very, very slight...
It's so massive and spread
Rock.
out, barely anything you can feel, and you might even be imagining it, but your brain tells you that you can feel a little bit of ocean movement.
Where
a
did you
little
get that?
swaying.
Um.
Bites into an apple.
Okay, I think we should.
You have to buy that.
Flicks some gold over the stone.
I thought that was a fireball. Just a third level spell slot for your apple. What
Maybe-
good, sir?
The conqueror of fruit stands!
Maybe
This
My cabbages.
maybe we head back. Would like to, you know. I don't know. Someone said something. No, Arya said something about a spa. And
Oh yeah, spa. Spas are nice.
that means nothing to me.
You basically go and get bathed.
We need to sleep though.
I mean, you don't have to have someone else bathe you. You can just like sit in water. Warm, it's nice. Sometimes they'll like wash your clothes for you.
But it has my death stench.
I've heard
That's what that is. I take like a step back.
I've heard
I've
of
been smelling that for like months and haven't been able to figure it out.
I've heard of a dwarf who owns.
Oh no.
He was in Kar for a while.
Okay, we're heading back.
Oh yeah?
You guys make your way back along the twisted wooden routes that make up the rather flat roadways upon them. And you will fairly swiftly, the sun well and truly starting to come up into the sky now. You find yourselves back at the rather
I'm
nice
gonna
inn that
sleep.
you guys have been staying in.
And she's gonna sneak her way into Kana's room.
Sneak over to Kana's room and up to the bed, and she's laying down in meditation, but she's laying in the bed, and as you like start pulling back the sheet, she like pulls it over. You get in, and the arm just falls across you as the sheet comes down.
Cute.
Shay says, "I feel like elves would be against cheese," and Alex asked why, and he said it's fun. So, you all find your rest. You're all sleeping, so it'll take you pretty well into the next day, as you guys are gonna wake up in the kind of like late afternoon of the next day, having slept in probably as well. So it's probably like 3 or 4 o'clock by the time you guys get out of bed.
Oh wow.
You guys head downstairs, and quickly a table would be cleared for you guys by the waitstaff there, and you sit down.
Ooh, Drae kind of like puffs out his chest just a little bit, like nods at them.
Before I go to bed,
Give you a bow when you do so. Before you go to bed,
I'm dumping some spells into my sword.
okay, very well. You cast some spells into your blade.
What are you doing?
Oh,
Like, you got it yesterday, you don't have to keep staring at it like that.
you would see him casting spell, like touching his wand to it, and like.
Why are you touching... Are you touching your wand? To
Do
the
you
sword?
you know like a wineskin?
Mm-hmm.
Think of the sword like a wineskin for magic. I can put spells into it.
Okay, okay. And then pour them back out?
Yes.
In a alcoholic kind of way?
Sure. Yeah.
Or do you mean just like, you can keep them in there?
Yes, I can keep them in there.
Okay, they doesn't like ferment your spells.
No.
Okay.
Neither does a wineskin. It's already fermented when it goes in the wineskin.
You don't know.
Just saying.
Not fantasy wineskin.
You guys find yourself gathered down at a breakfast table in the restaurant. and they would bring over their standard breakfast for you. There's
Lorelei is a little
fruit
hungover.
and bread for the most part.
Sorry.
That looks good.
You guys know, is there like a way to order meat?
Ask for meat.
Would I know anything about that?
Elves tend towards more vegetarian diet, especially with breakfast. Meat is usually like a final meal of the day, and it's kind of like a side dish rather than like a main meal.
They don't eat a ton of meat here, but you could probably ask and they bring some bacon or something.
Lorelei has no knowledge of elven culture.
Hi.
Usually eat evening and meat in the evening, but you could probably ask and they'd bring some.
Just ask for it. You're a carnivore.
Yeah, this is
Like,
unappetizing.
look at your teeth.
I'm gonna like look at the server.
They make their way over. Yes, how can I help?
Hi. And I'm gonna like with like kind of like just as I'm like pointing over to my like her, I'm like, and I'm like, can my friend have some meat? I don't know if you have like chicken
Yeah.
or bacon.
Yes, if you would like to request.
I don't know what you guys have.
Whatever's easiest.
We usually grab stuff from the market directly. I can have somebody run out and grab you something.
I would appreciate that.
Right. Would a roast chicken do?
Yes.
Very well. As she'll run off, and it'll probably be like a 40-minute wait before you would, a little less than that, but you'd have your roast chicken brought over to you. It'd be most of the chicken.
I'm having lettuce wraps, but they're wrapped. There's like it's like cranberries, goat cheese, nuts, and apples cut up, and it's got like seasoning and like nutmeg, and then it's wrapped in like a lettuce leaf.
Okay. Yeah. You have this nice breakfast treat.
As you can see, like I go in front. She looks at all of you and does this. She takes it.
Slides her chicken towards herself.
I'm like, would you like utensils, or are you going to eat with your fingers?
Ow.
Takes a big bite.
Just looks at him.
The prison meal. I see.
So you guys have your breakfast, having waited quite a while for the chicken to arrive.
I mean, it's basically evening.
Yeah, it's like 4:30.
Do you think the spa is still open?
I would assume they're still open. I mean, they have to make business, do they not?
You guys are going to go to the spa?
I thought it a rather nice idea.
I'll
See
come.
what Ethelindia has to offer in the way of spas.
Come meet you guys at the spa.
Why don't you just come with us? And
I'm going to a couple quick errands and I'll meet you there.
Where are you
very
going?
well.
I just going to stop at the market.
Alright, well, I'm coming with you.
Okay, and then at the tower.
Well then,
Fine.
Yaikzal, me, and Lorelei can go.
Yeah.
Kena.
Kena, would you like to come along?
Girls' trip.
Okay.
Yay.
Well, then let's make our way over while we still have daylight.
All right.
She will push herself up and nod over at one of the waitresses who comes over and starts clearing the table for you guys. And the group splits off. The four of you heading off to the spa, and the two of you heading off to the market, which is much livelier at this point. Although it does look like it's starting to wind down as the evening starts to encroach upon the day. But you guys arrive at the much livelier market. People hawking wares and walking about. It's fairly controlled. You don't see a lot of like people going around organizing things, but it's not like a free-for-all kind of market. People are quite respectful, and there seems to be some pretty strong unspoken rules about what's appropriate and what's not in the market. What are you looking for?
What are you looking for?
I'm just getting some spell components.
Okay. Fairly easily, you can make your way around and find some spell
I'll
components.
just spend 1,000 gold on spell
Okay,
components.
go ahead and mark that down so you remember.
And then I'm going to the wizard tower we came from quick.
Okay, you make your way over to the wizard's tower, knocking upon the door. Eventually, an elven wizard who would come over and open the door for you, and you would see him once again.
I forgot his name.
Kailel.
Hey, Khalil.
Hello.
Hey, I just had a question for you. Obviously, we're both men of knowledge and learning, and I was wondering maybe if you'd be open to a trade of knowledge.
What do you propose?
Spell for spell.
And what have you to offer?
Well, obviously it would be dependent upon what you have.
I'm not prone to sharing the contents of my spellbook with others.
Alright, how about... Okay. Berrian tells me his spells, you tell me your spells, and then I will be the middleman. That way
I
neither
find
of
you no more of an attractive person to tell them to than any other.
Okay, I'm looking for mirror image.
What? Me? Attractive? Oh. Never would have imagined.
And the spell shroud.
I'm so humble.
You see him think to himself for a little while. Neither of them are something I can provide.
Okay. What do you suppose you're looking for?
I've been interested to understand Animate Dead.
I don't have that one.
Sus.
That is all I can think of at the moment.
Okay. What about something like polymorph?
A useful spell, I suppose, but not one I find myself in need of.
What do you want to raise dead for?
I'm interested in the mechanics of it. I've heard some talk of it among my circles, and I've found myself having very little to say, so very little understanding on the subject.
Insight check.
Okay.
By Drae.
Not that one. That one's in Dice Jail.
Where are the rest of them?
Right here.
Okay, well,
Do you
stop. I've separated out the dice, and you keep mixing them back together.
This. I
Sorry,
put this
it's a
here
decent
to.
roll. Total of 4.
4. You have no idea. He's got a very, just blank look to him overall, and seems rather disinterested in the both of you.
Is there any
Checks out with
school
where you
of
were
magic you'd be
gonna be
interested
like evil or something.
Oh, yeah. Any specific school?
No.
Out of character, am I wasting my time?
He does not seem very interested in you.
What circle is he?
You don't know. He does not wear his circles.
Okay. Who are the Grand Magus around here?
There's a number, if you are looking to seek them out. There is 2 who live in the capital here.
Mm-hmm.
One of which who you could possibly hope to meet.
Oh, okay. Do you know their names?
I do, yes, but it is not mine to share.
Okay. You're not one of them?
I am not.
Okay. So that would make him a Magus, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You can tell by the color of his robes that he's a magus. Or no, it would be the color of the rings, but yes, he is a magus.
Okay. So it doesn't matter. Same level. All right. Well, thank you for the... Thank you. Appreciate it.
Of course. He will close the door.
Well, that was productive.
Welcome to magic.
I hate it.
Everybody wants everything, but is willing to give nothing.
Unless you have a brother who's really good at it.
Well, like blood.
Right, like you would teach me magic if I wanted to learn? No reason. No reason I'm asking.
I would.
Huh, interesting enough. No, I would never want
Have
to.
you ever tried casting?
I do it like...
We're walking
I
to
don't
the
know. I have like my tricks or whatever.
You will need to use your coin again, as they didn't know what spot they were going to beforehand, so you eventually track them down with your magic.
All right. Well, Drae, yeah, that let me think on that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, the rest of you wander around for a little bit before eventually finding a place that's a little lower than the rest of the areas. It's actually in a lot of the lower areas. Sometimes there's like a dual level to the root systems of these, and worse housing will go underneath. But this is one of the nicer areas that's a little closer to the water, that's deep below like thick mattings of roots. This one gets you closer to the actual ocean itself. And you guys arrive outside of a spa that you've been directed to by a number of people you guys have asked around at. And you find yourself inside the root system of this one tree. You find yourselves greeted by an elven lady. She's dressed in basically a kimono, like a silk dress to her. Not too sheer, but not too restricted either.
Right.
Hello. Yes.
Lorelei pokes Ari. Ask for stuff.
Can we get how much is it for the spa. How do we get in?
Well, if you just wish for the open bathing,
You feel a dirty look.
it is 2 silver just for the open bathing. We also offer massage services, as well as a number of more interesting water treatments that you can find yourselves in.
What's the interesting water treatments?
Well, we have salt baths that can be taken. We have imported some mud as well that is supposed to have healing properties. Some mud baths are available. And for those wishing for more connection to the ocean, we have a certain network that leads down to open ocean itself, and we have managed to engineer a few breathing spaces down below. Breathing. Did I say breathing?
You said breathing.
I meant breathing.
I heard breathing.
I meant breathing. Many apologies.
Sorry, what was that about breathing spaces?
Oh, breathing. Sorry,
Oh.
Slip of the tongue.
Right, I totally understand.
I'm interested in
You get elbowed in the ribs by Ari.
the ocean one. Sounds cool.
It does require some ability to hold your breath. We have certain aids to help along the way, but of course there's a minimum requirement.
Okay. I'm checked. I don't know if
I
it's
don't
a
really
good idea.
swim.
Okay. Well, salt water, mud bath.
I don't know anything about Ari. What do any of these mean or do?
Is the salt bath nice? The first part is somewhat uncomfortable, but the bath after is quite rejuvenating. Well, I think she can handle a little discomfort. Why not a salt bath for both of us? And for yourself, you're interested in the swim?
The massage.
Massage, of course, yes. I am the one providing them today, and I'm free at the moment, if you like.
Would enjoy.
Very well. Please follow me. As for the 2 of you, she looks over and another attendant walks out. A salt bath for the 2 of them, please. And she's, wait here, please. And goes off and starts preparing as you get led over to the area where they give the massages. And there's quite a few heated rocks just around the room that make it almost like a sauna room that you're in. And she lays you down. Please disrobe and lay on your stomach, and I'll begin. She busies herself out setting some incense.
So
and
many
stuff for her.
scars.
The minute that she takes it,
Just
there was already so many, right?
yeah. Oh, and you have
And
the
then-
lashing down your shoulder and back too.
Yeah,
for the
and then
whipping,
the minute you take off, it's like, I think that's all she has. The minute you take it off, there's 10 more, and she's just like, I'm pretty cool.
Damn.
You lay yourself down and you feel an elven elbow dig into your back as she's going to start working down. She goes fairly deep, fairly quickly, and starts it's quite an invasive procedure. It's comfortable, but there are moments of pain. She'll just pull you into small talk, probably ask with quite a bit of interest about your scars and kind of test the water if that's a no-go subject or not.
She would be fine. She'd be like, you want to know about them? There's so many stories.
I don't have many clients who are as painted as you are.
Aw, I'm like a painting. I thought of them as times I fucked up.
Lessons then. And she digs in his very tense.
Yeah, she would just, I don't want to describe them right now.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
She has scars.
She begins massaging. You're pretty tense. I doubt you've ever had a massage before.
Doesn't even know what a massage is, but it was
Maybe a sports massage if she pulled something,
she
but never.
would have read something about this, and she's like, that sounds like pain. I'm in.
Most of her efforts beyond massaging you are trying to get you to relax, physically relax your muscles with some success. And you start to kind of get an idea of what this relaxing thing is about. Very much with the memory of it being mixed with pain from a lot of knots and stuff in your muscles. You're starting to catch the feel for what this might mean. But she has trouble convincing you to really figure it out. The other 2 of you find yourself in small basins where the roots kind of dip down that they have filled with salt, with very little water, and just bubbles are coming out beneath it that keep it kind of liquid enough for you guys to slip in, and you guys are given scrubs, and you basically just scrub yourself in salt and a little bit of water. It is uncomfortable, it can be a little rough at times, and then they have a warm, a hot bath prepared for you to soak
Or in
and rinse off in
separate
after.
basins.
Yes. The bath you're going in after is together, but the salt baths themselves are separate. And Ari is just lounging back and like cleansing herself with the salt.
This is very much new to Lorelei. She's bathed herself, but never like anything this weird.
Check.
Ari looks over at her, opening her eyes for the first time. Well, it doesn't have to be that uncomfortable.
I don't really know what I'm doing.
Just breathe. Just relax. Don't worry about anything for a moment.
Sure. Nothing to worry about at all.
I see you're going to need some help as she crooks a finger at you.
Should we get up and go over to her?
She lays down and gets you to like lay in the salt bath with her on top of her, and you just feel the arms wrap around your midriff as she's laying in there with you. Just relax a bit at first.
Yeah, this is very much relaxing.
And then when you're comfortable, you can start to scrub. And she'll just start to rub along your arms, and you feel the salt like grinding in. And it's not the most comfortable feeling, but she starts to do that, and you guys kind of slowly get a full body salt scrub, as it were. If you have any cuts on you at all, they're the worst part.
Probably, like, I mean...
You're like, they sting pretty good.
No cuts.
Oh,
Natural 20.
Okay, yeah. If
She
you
like
had cuts,
healed herself, like she got everything after the latest.
Ari doesn't have either, which is why she can like stand it. But you have cuts. This is like you rush this part. You're like, going to scrub off and get out of here. But you guys enjoy just kind of the coarseness before you guys. She pushes you out, and you guys both make your way over to the bathing pool that you go into, and you can see the water filters in and out of here naturally through the roots, and there's a bunch of hot rocks in the middle that you keep a little a ways from that keep the water warm, and occasionally they'll come in and pull some out and add more as you guys rinse the salt off, and the flow of the water takes it away. You're in salt water, but it's less salty than what you were just in before.
Yeah.
And you guys just enjoy the hot water for a little while. And she would be beside you, her arm just lounging over your shoulder. She's got her head back and her eyes closed. She's resting against the roots that you guys are sitting in.
Well, I like have her head up against her shoulder. I missed this.
Well, I can't say we ever did this specifically, but...
You know what I mean.
Yes, I missed it too. Although it was hard to see at times with the anger. But let's not talk about that.
No.
As the final step is to rinse off in fresh water completely, as you guys will eventually rejoin your companions. Berrian and Drae will probably have arrived somewhere in the middle here. What is Berrian, or what is Drae interested, from the options presented?
I love a massage, yeah.
Okay, well, our masseuse is just busy with the Dragonborn.
Guys.
Yes, thank you. Yes, that one. But once she's done, you can go.
How long is it gonna take?
Well, the massages are usually 40 minutes to an hour.
You have anything I can do in the meantime?
Well, if you want to soak a bit, we have the public spa that you could rinse in until she's ready.
I know what the heck, sure.
All right. She'll lead you over to a much larger series of... it's a couple buildings like linked together, the roots of a couple buildings linked together, and there's a public bath. There's not a lot of people in it, but there's the same thing. Hot rocks, changed pretty frequently, pretty laboriously, to keep the water warm as seawater goes by and gets heated. It sifts through kind of slowly, so it has time to heat up before finding its way out through where the roots meet. And you bathe until Yaikzal comes out looking more relaxed.
Wow, it's that good, huh?
And she confers with the other one briefly before looking and smiling over at you.
After he's gone and she's like alone because they're still in there,
Yeah.
she would leave. Like she'd pay them, and getting this moment by herself. Book it. She'd be gone.
Would I see you leave?
Nope. She would be like waving you off, like looking like she's about to get in somewhere, and then you're gone, and she's like, "Time to get a cool silky thing like she had," and she'd leave.
You run out into Ethelindir.
Yeah.
Cool.
As you get taken in by the elven lady, who would please just disrobe and lay yourself flat on your stomach.
Does so.
And she'll start digging in quite heavily and trying to get you relaxed and just conversing with you about how you're enjoying Ethelindir.
So, this is something I'm interested in. With the belt of magic strength, like how much are my actual muscles getting used?
Just as much as they normally would,
Okay.
except in like extremely heavy cases. But yeah,
Yeah.
you're not atrophying.
Yeah. So Drae would be like a fair bit more muscled than like he would have been in the past, just because like he's
Mercenary
doing
living,
mercenary living, and he's doing more like muscle building type activities as opposed to
I don't
more
think
of
the belt would really like. It would probably mitigate most of the muscle building aspects of that, but it at least wouldn't. You wouldn't degrade in strength. But yeah, it doesn't like if something's too heavy for you to lift, it doesn't give you as much as you can handle and then do the rest.
Yeah.
So. She begins to massage and just asks you about how you're enjoying Athlandir. And
It's great. It's great. Can I ask you something weird?
I don't see why not.
Have you ever heard of elven cheese bread?
Elven cheese bread? I can't say I have.
Yeah, it's flat with tomato paste and cheese, and sometimes like a little bit of meat or vegetables or something.
Not familiar with it. But bread with tomatoes is pretty common to consume together.
Damn it. I just was like, kind of had like a bet going.
Oh. Right. Well, I'm sorry.
If my
Digs
brother,
into a spider.
if my brother asks, you have heard of it before.
I don't know who your brother
He looks
is.
like me with dark hair.
Oh, are you twins?
Yeah, well, sort of. Like we were born at the same time, but don't look the same.
But you just said he looks like you.
Me, but he has like darker hair. He's like smaller.
Taller.
Oh,
No,
all
he
right.
is half an inch shorter than me.
Okay. Sure. She continues to massage you. Berrian, what are you getting done when you guys arrive at the
Brody's
massage?
in the chat, I think. He
Oh, is
texted
he?
me, he's like, "Yo, gym tomorrow. I'll bring cheesy bread."
Is he Elliot Moose?
Yes.
Yeah, he
Oh, wow.
posted.
Only people at my age will get that joke.
So,
Yeah, I'll be like, what's pleasant?
well, I mean, the spa's always nice. The salt baths are a little uncomfortable at first, but it's quite nice when you're cleaning off. And then
The mud
the mud is just pleasant. Yeah.
gives some. You said some healing properties.
Yes. It's from the Seven Isles, and it's supposed to be rejuvenating and cleansing.
All right. Well, I'll do the mud bath.
Very well.
How much is a mud bath and massage?
So the massage is 2 silver, and the mud bath is 5 silver.
I just give a gold. Like.
Okay.
Then I guess that's 3 silver for you. Hey.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay.
And she'll get the mud bath ready for you, and you can go through that first before Drae eventually comes out, and the masseuse would come over and tell you to get rinsed off so that you could come into the massage area. Your brother comes out with her.
Oh. Hello.
Berrian, guess what?
What?
She's heard of elven cheesy bread.
Oh, you have.
Yeah. Yes.
Insight check.
Maybe an inside check, please.
Come on, elven lady. Make this more complicated.
What did you get?
That's a 5.
5. Her 10 beats that handily. As she seems to be telling the truth. She's a little surprised by the question, but nods along and seems to recognize it.
Okay. All right.
Told you it's real. And here,
Yes.
sort of like pat her on the back.
Where? Exactly.
Oh,
I'm definitely interested in which restaurant.
I can't remember. I don't go out much for food, but I
If I
have
took
had
you
a-
out with Drae, would you be able to help
Hey,
me find
come
the
on,
restaurant?
Barry. We just met this lady.
Drae, but this could be the thing.
We'll find it. I have hope.
I'm sure if you look, you'll find it. Like I said, I don't go out much, so I'm not the one to ask. But your massage.
Do you know
this
someone
way,
who would be
please?
better to ask?
I'm afraid not. You'll have to look around.
Looks over at Drae like,
Berrian looks miffed. Like he's like, fuck. So close.
His eyes are
Anyways,
just, like,
if you
full
could
of
disrobe
bangs.
and lie
Oh,
down, please.
And he's like not thinking, and he just kind of like standing in the hallway, and he's just like takes the robe off and hangs it on the thing. He's like standing in front of you, he's just like thinking.
She grabs your elbow and leads you into the room.
What? I'm trying to think of what restaurant it could
Just
be.
think
Oh.
while I do the massage.
Oh, okay.
As she will start to dig into you as well and just chat about your experience so far, and stay as far away from Elven Flatbread as
Do
she
you
can.
know? The guy, is he Celeborn or like what's his name?
Who?
The wizard.
Oh, Kalel.
Do you know Kalel?
Yes.
She knows everything.
Is he an important folk around town?
Well, he's a wizard,
Well, I'm sure that doesn't.
and he's from the Asparacel family, so yes, I would say
Is he kind of weird?
kind of weird. I can't say that I know him that personally.
But just like if you had to give like a little creepy, like creepy being like put your body parts in a box, 0 being normal.
I really don't know him well enough to answer that. From what I've heard about him, he's standard noble character, a bit aloof,
Yeah. Okay. Aloof.
talented,
All right.
and mostly keeps to his own circles, from what I understand. I haven't heard any odd rumors around him.
Okay. All right.
I know there is a little bit of a circle of magicians who meet here in the city among the Sparethels, and he frequents that.
All in the Sparethel family.
Yes, yeah, nobility.
Oh, I thought there was more than one noble house.
Yes, but the Sparethels are most known for their magic.
Okay. All right.
I'd go back to the main bath.
Thank you.
Okay.
I've put the sword and my clothing where I can see it in like where I'm like looking in the front of my bed.
They would have taken them to clean them.
Oh. Okay.
Could they lift the sword?
No.
Nope.
You can't. I'm like,
They would just have you lean it up somewhere, but they would take
I
it
don't
close.
tell them that. I just like lean the sword over there. I'm like,
Yeah, if it's not in your clothes, they're just grabbing your clothes.
Yeah,
to
I
clean.
put it over in the corner, and Roscoe's like sitting on the hilt.
They wouldn't let Roscoe in. Wouldn't be an animal-friendly place.
Damn. Don't touch it. It's cursed.
Maybe you should keep it somewhere else then.
No.
I don't want a cursed blade in here.
What I mean is it only affected me, but yeah.
I'm sorry, and how did it affect you?
Where to begin?
Not even 100% sure.
I'm not sure I'm comfortable having it in the establishment. Especially if you're not sure what
I
effect
start
it's had.
laughing. Got you. But don't touch it. It's worth a lot of money.
Of course.
Why
Well,
would you
I
tell
don't have
someone
any
that?
reason to.
Okay, good.
So she continues
would you tell
digging in on the massage.
I'm gonna see which ones are going.
And just
Going to
chats
Drae's
with you
too.
about the Sparethels and the families
More
and
than
whatnot.
times it will something bad.
Well,
Go ahead and roll me a history check.
Ooh.
that's an 8.
Okay.
Okay.
The conversation stays mostly mundane and just kind of slightly interesting to keep you occupied while she gives you your massage.
Okay.
And eventually you finish and you can join your brother and probably the other two at this point out in the main bath.
Yeah.
Mud bath?
With a little
No, the open
bemoaning
bath.
from Laura.
Oh, I was doing a mud bath.
You did your mud bath first.
Oh, right. What happened to the mud bath?
You would have been encased in hot mud.
And healing.
Very relaxing. Probably mostly mundane mud.
Okay.
It's probably more reputation than any fact to it, but it's very comfortable. It's very smooth, and it just like it feels nice to be caked in hot mud sometimes.
Nice. Well, that was wonderful.
Okay, Shay asks, Dan, ask her if she thinks pineapple belongs in elven cheesy bread.
No one can lie
tired.
about that one, he says.
Actually, you know what?
I'm so tired of this conversation.
Yaikzal, what are you doing as you have escaped from the party at this point and into the streets of this city in Ethlindir?
She
Yeah.
left?
Would we notice
We
Yaisel's
wouldn't have let
gone?
her go.
She left
She
when no one
snuck
was
out,
looking.
yeah.
So there would be a period, once you
Kena
guys all
was
gathered
there.
together,
So before you guys
Kena would
finish,
also have been in a bath.
Yeah. She
Kena
left
went
while
with the
you guys
underwater
were
one,
busy.
so she would have been the furthest away.
So you guys wouldn't even, like, you would assume she'd be in a bath at this
Yeah.
point, because you guys would be busy.
By the time they're gathering together, it would be
By
pretty
then,
suspicious.
but she would have been
But
done.
by then you've had an hour.
Yeah,
Like a
so
full hour.
she-
So what
what
are
do you
you
do?
doing? Where are you going?
I want to go to cool clothing shops.
Okay, yeah, you start looking around, and you can find some boutiques fairly easily. How nice are we looking?
Nice. Like, she's up in her game.
Okay, then you will quickly find yourself in one of the buildings
Big
sung
one's my
into the
candy.
trees in one of the market areas.
No,
There's quite a bit of clothing spread around you. Some of it for warmer weather than they're experiencing right now, but there'd be a broad range of things, most of it in fashion, and a few things from like older fashions and other seasons.
What are they for, like, kimono type things?
Silk is quite popular. It doesn't tend to be like the lingerie kind of silk that's like very sheer and see-through, but they do like it just as an adornment altogether. For women, they tend to go with like the flowier sort of dress. Lots of leg room and kept high enough that it's not going to impede your movement if you're walking across roots or things like that. But they also tend for like a longer sleeve look. They bring the shoulders out a little, so there's kind of like a sharp drop around it that if you brought your arms in, it would all look like a dress kind of swallowing you.
Is there any kinds that would be, like, she could keep open so she'd have, like, something underneath that you could see, like, it'd be, like, jacket kind of thing?
They have cloaks. Yeah, you could
she wants,
definitely get like a
She wants,
silk
like, a
cloak.
long-sleeved cloak.
Okay, yeah, you can definitely get like a pull-on silk cloak. The one you would find would probably be a bit tighter in the arms,
That's fine.
where it would be almost like form-fitting to the arms and come out to the hand, held back just enough that if you had some jewelry on, it would show through.
Is there any ones that go over the hands?
Ariana Grande style.
Probably
just-
less so.
She is pretty small.
They're more made to like you to be able to have some jewelry on and show off in something like this. So probably less like over the arms. If you want them to tailor something for you, they definitely
Well,
could.
yeah, like how much is in her size? Because elves tend to be tall.
And
They
she's-
can hem anything to her size.
No, she wants it big, so she's looking for something bigger then.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, you can find something
Yeah.
that covers over your hands,
Yeah,
and
sure.
it'll be an oversized cloak. They'll have to hem up the back of it to bring it more to level with your like walking, and it just it looks like it just ties on the top, but they do have kind of like hidden pockets down it where you can pop out some things that you can link through underneath, and it'll turn into like a button-down cloak. But all of the, you know, like the bone.
Yeah.
Pieces tied to string that you can like put through a loop. It's got that underneath, and they like hide along the seam of this, so you can either have it look like a cloak, or you can pull those out and have it like connect underneath invisibly.
Okay. And what do they have for, like, summery
So
spaghetti strap dresses kind of
yeah,
thing?
it's a little out of season, but they do have some like sundresses. Quite a few of them come up to the shoulder before getting thin, and then like lace tie down the back. Back and forth, connecting as they go. And it's a little thinner around the shoulders and along the edge of that on the back, where they leave enough of it light enough that there's like either tree patterns or flower patterns in it, and you can just faintly see your scales from underneath.
Yeah, she'd get one. What color? Can I get it in, like, red?
Red's not the most common color, but you could definitely find one. Well, let's see.
Let's see.
Because greens and blues are more common, but yes, yeah, you could find one that's red.
Okay, well, she'd find that in the cloak.
Okay. So this would be in clothing. And these are rather nice. Yeah, so the sundress, since it's out of season, will be 90 gold. And then the cloak you wanted would be 120 gold.
Epic. And then could she go to jewelry places?
You could, yeah.
Because she wants to go look at their rings and necklaces.
Okay. Yeah, they have quite interesting jewelry. A lot of it's made to look like wood patterned around the bands at some of the cheaper shops. The really expensive shops have rings that have actually been sung around the gems. So this has literally, like, this ring has grown around a gem and holds it inside the wood. But those are quite pricey.
Okay.
Even for lower value gems, which most of them wouldn't have put in them in the first place. You're looking for one of those. You're at a minimum 4,000 gold.
Sheesh.
But you can find a lot of like knockoffs of them made out of metal
Is there-
that has been
is there
made to look
earrings?
like it. Yes, yeah.
Like, what do they have? cheaper end. Like, I don't want 4,000 for an earring.
Yeah. A really popular earring here is amber in like a wood pattern. So you have like almost like a loop that goes through your ears. It comes down. It's kind of made to look like roots coming down, and then amber set inside it.
How much is it?
You can find all price ranges of that. It depends how, like, if you want faux earrings or if you want real amber, like you kind of have your pick of the litter. For
How
price
much is
range
the
of that.
real amber?
If you want to get one of the real amber ones, a decent set would be 60 gold.
She would get that too.
Okay. And all the way up to the wood-sung ones that, you know, you could spend 10,000 gold on a pair of earrings if you wanted.
I would get her shoes, but she literally has claws on the back of her feet. So she's like, oh yeah, oh that's an issue.
But you could get good sandals.
With a hole in the back for her
No, that
claw?
have the yeah, literally. You could get that have a part. Well, no, they're open toe. Like they come up, they look around the ankle, they look over the foot, so claws in the front could go out, and the claw at the back could.
No, she likes her bare feet.
Barefoot's kind of the norm in Etheldir.
Yeah, she's also...
At least for, like, people staying in the city, barefoot is pretty common.
And she would just walk around. If people talked to her, she would, but she's just looking, enjoying her peace.
You get a couple looks, but you're not the only dragonborn walking around either. The rest of you gather together, start to look around. Kaina comes up from her little underwater adventure and joins you guys. Where's Yaikzal?
Not sure. Lorelei's gonna cast Sending. Yaikzal, where are you? Are you done yet? We're looking to leave.
Leave this place?
As you answer back with a question
Gonna cast
to the
Sending
one-way
again.
spell.
Yeah, the small. Where are you? Are you?
Oh, I'm in the market.
She's in the market.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to go shopping?
I wouldn't mind some shopping.
I want to go shopping with you.
Well, then why don't we go find her at the market?
All right.
Berrian can find anyone. He's a master tracker.
I can't. Roscoe can find anyone, and I'm gonna pull the coin out of my thing, and I'm gonna like use it, and I'm gonna be like, and tell about it. Roscoe, go this way. Go on.
He's flying out ahead of you, and you're just holding the coin, and Ariana arches her eyebrow at you, and
I'm holding it in my
follows along.
fist,
Yeah.
and just like on my side, and I'm just like, oh, Roscoe, good scent.
Ross.
Yeah,
Ariana chuckles a little bit, but follows after you.
that's like 30, or no, it's 23 on insight
For who?
for Lorelei.
Okay, so maybe
On what?
On just Berrian.
I-
On like how
yeah. I mean, you had to cast the spell first, so it's a little hard to pull off.
just kind of seeing through like this performance.
You would see him cast a spell, and then you would see him like look like he's faking something.
Yep, that's basically like all I was checking for.
So, you guys eventually find Yaikzal in the market. Is she wearing her new
Yeah.
earrings and cloak?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, she's got this nice cloak pulled
Wow,
around her
look at you.
shoulders. Bag beside her with some more clothes and these amber earrings.
It's too big though. You should have got them to
I like
sleeves
it.
back.
I like it long.
Are you gonna punch someone?
Like this. I'm just not gonna do it.
Doesn't look like it's made for combat terribly well, but it looks lovely on you.
Thank
You know what?
you.
New clothes sounds good.
Yeah.
Right, like I guess we have these, and I felt like the very crumpled at this point, like squished down for months, noble clothes in Drae's backpack.
Those are gross.
What's the green stuff on the edge?
Oh, I had guacamole one time on
Are
some
those
bread
mine?
I got, and it just kind of
Yeah,
I
burn
kind of.
them, burn them, burn them, burn them. Burn
It's
them.
fine. They work. Okay.
I
Like,
walk
shoves
into the
back
shop immediately.
Okay. Yeah, if you guys want to go shopping and pick up
Excuse
some
me?
new clothes. Yes. How can I
Alright.
help you?
I'm gonna describe. I'd like a white, like overcoat type thing, but like not like a heavy one, like a thinner one that has like a high collar, and has like silver buttons, and it comes down to like mid thigh, and then I'd like I'd like 2 copies of it made, kind of thing, and then a couple of these like nice blue shirts with like a little collar, and that tuck into black pants.
Very well. I can supply the tunic and pants immediately. As for a white overcoat, it will have to be crafted.
All right, how long?
2 days.
That can be done.
Very well.
2 of them, please.
2 days. So then 4 days.
4.
If you'd like 2 made.
I have to leave in 2 days.
Then 1.
I'm like, how much was the total?
So how many tunics and pants did you want?
Just 2 sets.
Okay. And you went into like the nice store that she was in, right?
Yeah.
So those are 100 gold apiece.
Okay, so $200.
And then for the overcoat you want, it would be 60 gold.
I'm like, is there any way you could have 2 made?
I
You have to
suppose.
call someone else.
Yes, I would have to put it out to one of the other shops.
Great. How about another 40 gold for speed?
So for a total of 160 gold then for the 2 coats you're suggesting?
Sure.
Very well, it can be done.
Okay, so I give her 3. I'll give so it's 360.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm like 100 now, another 260 when I pick it up.
Well, I'll need the 200 now for the tunics immediately. And then if you wish to leave a deposit on the overcoat, I will need at least half. So in this case...
I know where you work. I just put the 360 down.
Alright, you put that down.
Actually, you know what? I only need the 1 coat. I'll just take it. I'll just do the... Yeah.
Okay.
Never mind.
So
Just the
it'll be-
240. Or 260, sorry.
260,
I
yeah.
give her the 260.
Alright, you hand it over to the proprietor there.
Drae is longing to get like a deep purple like silk or velvet like suit jacket kind of thing,
Okay.
and then stuff that matches that. I don't do fashion.
Okay, yeah. They will have to make all of it in that case. 200 gold in total to get it all done.
Yep. He is happy to oblige.
That's 2,000.
Yeah, I want it great.
I want it really purple!
And then like Lorelei is gonna bring Ari around looking at dresses, pulling off a lot of like the more revealing ones and being like, She's in a bit of a mood.
Behave. She puts it back.
Give me what I want, baby.
And pulls you over to the gowns, the like Duchess gowns hanging off in some of the places. Very different from the human style you're used to, whereas humans will do like a big flowing skirt all around them. The elves are more prone to doing flowing pieces off of like the arm coming down, kind of like flagging down off of either arm and coming about, and like swishing off a leg here or there, and less of like the full like flowing bit. And some of them have like a leaf, gilded leaf pattern like going up the back of the dress, and she's looking through them. And she's got quite a bit of interest in a number of them.
They're a lot.
They're gorgeous.
Yeah.
Well, they are quite a bit, but one only comes to Ethlindir every so often. And she picks down one of the ones with like gilded leaf on the back. Less of the like flowingness going about it. It's fairly form-hugging without being overly revealing. And it does have a bit of... There's like a double layer to the bottom portion, like a looser overlayer that kind of swishes as she moves about in it, as she tries it on. And it comes down the arms, bits of it like missing here or there with leaf pattern. Well, I think I'll do it. She'll hand 1,000 gold over to the proprietor, who will carefully pack up the gown for her.
Wow.
Lorelei, awooga. Oh.
What should I get? Because and Lorelei like looks at this wall of dresses and is clearly like a little lost.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's the Duchess gowns that they have, which are about 1,000 gold, or they have more like noble gowns that are around 100 gold.
Yeah, she just sort of stares at them a while and then sort of looks to Ari.
Ari looks over. Well, we have to get you something. Do you want one of the really nice ones, or one of the others?
Well, I don't need anything too nice.
Well, then she'll pull you along and start pulling stuff off and like matching it against her and looking at her eyes and looking at the dress and putting it back and work her way through until she finds a kind of blue number gown that comes down. It's got like an extra bit of cloth that like hangs down, almost like those bathing suits that like hang a little low, but then the rest of the dress comes out from underneath it, and then it goes down, loosens at the hips, and flows a bit about the legs. Well, this looks lovely on you.
Yeah, she sort of like swishes it a bit and like doesn't quite know what to do with herself.
Well, what do you think?
I like it.
You should get it.
I don't know, I don't want to... I don't know if you'd understand.
Try me.
I don't want to use my money for this.
You don't think you deserve to look pretty?
Oh, seems like... I don't know, I've hated people who spend their money on these kinds of things.
That is a new perspective for me. I think it looks lovely on you. And I don't think you should worry about what you've thought before.
I'll get it.
Good. She genuinely smiles at that. And will pull you over to the proprietor who will package it up for you as well, and it'll be 100 gold.
Yeah.
Alright.
And in Ari's head, she just gets this beautiful movie of it slowly falling off of Lorelei.
She just smiles but doesn't say anything or give any other indication of having heard this. As you guys gather together outside,
How much is it?
It's 100 gold.
Okay.
So you guys gather together outside, having purchased your new clothing. Kena doesn't want anything, so she'll sit out on that one.
I mean, I don't know which character. One of them wants to. Okay, Drae does it first. Okay, Drae's gonna like get her a little bracelet or something.
Get Kena a little bracelet?
Yeah, like a little.
You're at
friendship
the wrong
bracelet
store,
stuff.
but you can find one in the market fairly
Yeah,
easily.
just something like cutesy.
Sure, yeah, you can find them fairly cheap. For as little as 5 silver to as high as you want to go.
Wait,
Something like not like a hard metal one. Something like flexible and kind of homemade looking.
Yeah, you could get some. It's like wooden squares, but like turned into beads, put on a band through it, and a like leaf pattern put on a couple of them. Every other one has like a little leaf pattern carved on it.
Yeah.
5 gold.
All right, I'll give it to her and be like, remember all the trees.
guys, will
They're right there.
so
Yeah, but when we go back.
Oh, we got trees too.
Yeah, but they're not like. Look how big they are.
They're big trees.
Mm-hmm.
when Yaikzal got the ears, she only put one in, and when she's like waiting for them, she takes the other one out. She's like, I thought we could match.
To Kena.
Yeah.
Oh. That goes in your ear?
Yeah. I don't know if you have your pierced.
Just
No.
shoves it
No.
in her ear as she pierces her ear with the thing that hangs there.
Or it hurt. Does it? It hurt.
A little bit.
Can you please let Lorelei look at that so that it doesn't
That gets
get
pretty. She bought it for me. A little blood.
No,
like,
no,
dripping around the
just,
side.
just like, can I remember that thing we talked about called infection?
No.
Yeah, the thing maggot eats after it dies.
No.
You know what that is. We talked about this because I specifically told Beryl to bring it up.
Dangles it a little bit.
Sorry, what's happening?
I just pointed her ear. I'm like,
What happened? Were you
She
shot?
got me an earring.
I didn't think so.
Hey. All right.
Can you make sure she's still the...
Yeah. Is there a way to like heal this and maintain the piercing?
yeah, you could.
No, not really.
All right.
Not magically, anyways. But you could definitely like get it to stop bleeding and make sure it's clean.
Okay.
Yeah,
Disinfectant.
she's gonna take out the earring and sort of heal it over. We'll get this done properly so you can do that in the future.
Like you see, these ones were done by other people. And she's all the piercings. Like,
Okay.
Yeah,
as Yaikzal's like ears are full of metal. She's like, see, these were done Not professionally,
No,
but
I don't think yours is the best example, though.
yeah, this one was done by a sword.
I've read a book about this. Berrian's gonna be pulling out a needle and using
No!
Berrian!
firebolt and heating
I
it.
know someone that could do it! Leave it.
Okay, I'll wait. I'm just saying it already
Maybe
was
you
in.
should take it out for now, so she doesn't get any ideas.
All of them?
No, just the one.
Oh, we'll match when you get yours pierced.
Okay.
She'll take it out and she's like,
Laura looks at her and he's like...
Ari just chuckles a little bit at the exchange.
Well, that was dramatic.
I wonder what they have for just bars and not fancy restaurants.
I'm just going to go
I don't know if elves do bars.
relax and read a book for a bit.
I wonder if they have like a Dragonborn bar. Like,
I think I've seen 2 Dragonborn since we've been here. The creepy
Yeah.
one
Like
in the
dragon
alley and
bar-
you.
A dragon barn?
Dragonborn.
It could be the name of a dragonborn bar, like Dragon Barn.
I don't know, it kind of sounds like you're thinking Dragonborn or livestock.
Okay,
Whoa.
okay, this took a direction it didn't need to be.
I'm not saying that you think that, I'm just saying that it comes across that way.
I have a book that I
I
need
just
to
want
read.
to go to a bar!
I
Why
saw-
is this...
A couple of nice little stalls that people had set up with drinks and a bit of food. It seemed like a sort of pop-up affair. They looked like a good spot to sit and drink for a while.
Only if you order for me.
Even too much. She just grins at you.
Laura blushes just a little bit.
Hey, you want me to start ordering for you?
Shut up.
You want me to? I'm
like,
so
in
good
her
at
head.
ordering.
Yeah, in Yaikzal's head, she's like, don't ruin this for me.
Like, not looking at Drae. I'm like, Drae, it's like when I died and then I came back and you were all worried and your puppy dog over me for like 3 days.
What do you mean 3 days?
Sorry, 4.
You
I've
mean
not, I've
2
yet-
weeks?
You have not given me an opportunity to stop worrying about you.
Okay. Drinks.
So we do some drinking and hanging
Yeah.
out for the night.
For a less elven feel to a bar, you are likely going to want to find one of the, like, if you're at all familiar with, like, the Japanese, like, mobile kind of drinking areas or, like, ramen shops where they'll have, like, a tent that comes over and seating out, but they can, like, pack it all up and moving. It's like that. There's a bunch of those. You could find one run by a Dragonborn if you wanted, but it would be, like, a movable stall with drinks. They've got a little bit of food they can provide, but they've got tea, they've got alcohol, and a couple tables set out in an open area.
Yeah, Dragonborn one. I insist we go to a Dragonborn one. I've never been to a business run by one.
Alright,
so.
we go and spend some time going around doing some barring.
Yeah, you guys find one that is being run by a rather hectic-looking Dragonborn. It's fairly popular, so he's like, you come up for the drinks, but he's like trying to mix 2 at once for like a couple different people. Seems a little scattered. He might be trying a little harder than he needs to for the amount of work he should be doing, but he's like going about getting it. It's quite popular. People are drinking. There's quite a few like sitting at the bar in front of him, and he's got a few tables set out.
It's a cute little place.
It's something, alright.
As you guys come over, and he's like
Make
pouring
a
a
good
drink.
front.
Yes, hello.
Dad, what do you suggest?
Oh,
Easiest thing.
tea.
No, alcoholic.
Alcohol, okay. Have ale, wine, warm, little warm. But, and, I don't know what it is. Tastes like blueberries. Very good.
I'll get an ale and the blueberry.
Okay. And you wanted and he takes somebody else's order and is pouring that while he's trying to, like, reach down and grab the stuff for yours. As he's, like, clearly a little inexperienced at, like, running the bar here and trying to do, like, 7 things at once as
There's
he,
a
like, does
couple,
that.
like, Drae saving glasses
Yeah.
telekinetically.
As you end up with the glass, in the like beer tankard
Yeah.
is it's like full of liquid, and then you have this little like sipping cup, and as you take a sip, the little one is the beer. The big one is the blueberry alcohol. He has clearly mixed containers as he was doing it. Poured you like a full hefty glass of the blueberry liqueur.
I like the way he works.
don't-
As she
don't-
takes it and
don't-
downs it.
You just start chugging. You guys can see the blue and purple like running down. It's basically a liqueur. There's a blueberry
It's
liqueur.
like 10
So
shots.
she's drank a
worth.
pint of liqueur.
Yep.
Roughly 20 ounces.
Yeah. It's
Your
not like
entire mouth is
ridiculously
just
sweet,
numb.
but it has quite a blueberry flavor to it.
It's like 35%.
And then you have a little like nice like half glass of ale.
You drank in like 3/4 of a 2-6 in one.
Whoa! I like the way this guy works.
Oh, right. Hello. Yes. He served like 2 other people before he looks over at your friends. Anything for you?
I'll have.
Sorry.
what
And it runs
she
over and he
had,
puts
but
that
in
one
a
down.
smaller cup.
Smaller ale.
No, smaller blueberry, whatever.
Okay. As he gets out like a shot glass and pours some blueberry liqueur into it.
Just sort of down it. Is it any good?
Yeah. It's a nice blueberry flavor to the liqueur. It's not overly sweet. It would definitely go better like mixed with something. But he seems to just enjoy
See
blueberries.
if Drae knows like what drinks would. Oh, it's a 17. I'm gonna make it a wisdom check, so it's a 16. You should mix it with something.
Yes, my bartender, she does this, but I don't know what with. But very tasty by itself. Yes, it pours you another shot, like pushes it towards you. For you, as he looks over at Berrian.
Oh, I'm okay. I'll
Come on, have some fun.
Yes, much fun. Blueberry, as he starts pouring you, like one of the half cups of it, and like pushes it over to you. Okay.
You can be a noble,
And,
like
All right.
Lord of the Sword or whatever later.
As he'll look over at Ari, and she's like, I will have some of the wine, please. Yes, little warm. Sorry. As he pulls it up, she's like, it's supposed to be, yes. Oh! Pops it, pours her a glass, and pushes it over to her, and looks over at Kana as he's getting somebody else a drink. She's like,
blueberry's
that,
good.
and just like points at the bottle. He's like, okay, not know what it is, and like sets it down in front of her.
Another blueberry. And she
Another
picks up
blueberry.
the pint.
Yes. Oh, and ale too. Okay, as he starts filling it with ale, and he fills your little half cup with blueberry and pushes it over to you.
I liked it when you filled this one with
Lorelei
blueberry.
just kind of nudges
What?
Ari
You
a
filled the
bit.
pint with blueberry.
Oh.
I finished it.
Oh.
It was
Not
really
good. It's expensive.
How much is it?
For bottle,
Yeah.
10 gold.
She hands him 50. More.
I need to keep one for myself. As he pulls out 4 bottles.
No, you could. I just want one. You can keep all of it. All the
That is too much money.
No.
Yes, 10 gold. No, you count like, as he counts out 10, like, 1,
No.
2, yes.
50.
3.
50 gold for
Yes,
you.
this is 50.
I want to support your business.
Oh.
It's a donation, man. Just take it.
Donation.
like a tip.
Oh, like they do to the waitress. Yes, okay, good.
Maybe
As
a
he
different tip,
takes
but
it.
like
No, like slides it just onto the table, like in front of him, like the bar portion of the table that he serves from.
The bottles. Like, thanks.
Sets the bottle, takes the other 3 and like puts them back down.
I'm gonna go sit down.
Somebody else walks up. What can I do for you?
Better share it.
Better shit.
I want some.
Oh, okay. You have to donate them though.
No, not how it works.
How much?
You already paid for it. No need
Look,
to pay
I'm
me.
kind of strapped for money at the moment. How much?
Inside
Really?
check. Inside check.
He goes like straight into like money saving Drae from the
Make me a
past.
deception check. Drops into his old habits from when they were poor and living on the street
You're
of Alochrin.
kidding!
You get that
Stop
funny?
rolling my dice!
reroll.
You're like, man, I didn't realize he must really be like back into gambling or something. Like,
Yeah.
where did it all go?
She's like, I'm so sorry for your loss. Like,
It's pretty
being
rough.
poor.
Pretty rough.
Being poor.
I
there
don't consider
once.
it poor.
Like,
I just,
no,
I'm using
buddy.
my money.
You were. It's okay to say you're poor. I was poor once too.
It's
Berrian's
just
eyes
teeth.
narrow.
He grits his teeth and looks at the liquor and like shuts his mouth.
I'm so sorry that you're poor. Gosh, here, have a shot.
Takes it before she can take it back.
And he's like,
Shot.
yes. Mm-hmm. It's really sad to see how poor he is, considering Wednesday and me are the one who do the accounting and the books. We've seen a drastic decrease in his gold.
The shot, right? She's like, oh, are you saying? Well, how is he doing money wise?
Horribly.
He's really poor.
He's horribly poor.
He just
She's-
takes it. He's committed at this point. Drae just
And
takes
Wait,
it.
Berrian's gonna
But
gonna
why
like
did you
think
buy
of like
such fine clothes? You're even more poor.
He's gonna be like,
It's an image thing.
an image thing. I wore rags and I
We'll
looked
make more money.
fine.
We make so much money. We just gotta kill some hobgoblins
Then
or
what do
something.
you use your money on?
Don't want to talk about it.
He's like
Drugs?
20,000 times poorer
you-
than the average person.
Are
Not
you
for
an
me.
addict? Are you an addict?
No, look,
It's okay
Look,
if you
someone
are.
has to take care of all of the Proudfoot business when we aren't operating.
Big red.
Just chugs back.
Insight check
Not Big Red. He's not in charge.
On who?
on Drae about that.
Okay.
Paying all his money into the Proudfoots.
Well, I mean,
I mean, it's kind of
I
the same
think
thing.
Berrian
but,
already knows he's lying.
Yeah.
He's been there.
And roughly how much money he has.
Yeah.
so 20 or yeah, Drae, it's
I get advantage in a plus 10
Yeah,
because
it's
I know your books.
Yeah, it's like a 22. Okay, is that what I get? I got a plus 25 because I am suave.
Okay, that's 18 plus 1 is 19 plus 10 is 29.
Well, no, Drae just sort of like he's committed to this story for whatever reason, and now like it would look worse if he backed out now, so he's just gonna take.
Berrian's going to kind of like nonchalantly, but absolutely nonchalantly, walk up to the thing and be like, hey.
Yes, hello. I'm not good at that. I am busy. What?
I know, do you see that elf behind me?
Yes.
As he points to the wrong elf sitting at one of the tables.
No. The one who looks pretty poor. Poor of soul and happiness.
Poor of soul.
I do not feel like I can point at anybody
Okay,
without
the one with the
offending.
head, the one right there. Like with the color, I say who it is.
Oh, yes.
Yes, I'm gonna give him 20 gold. I'd like to buy a bottle for him.
10 gold for bottle.
Yeah, keep the 10 gold as a tip for yourself.
Oh, more tip.
It's
Okay.
his birthday and he can't afford it right now.
Pulls up a bottle.
I should pay server less. She make lots of tips. Wow.
Yeah, well, I don't know why you don't make any tips. You should work harder.
Are you Boston Rob?
I'm like, I'm gonna take a job, like a jar that was like a jar he would use for glass. I'm gonna take it. I'm just like get like like pens or ink or something that's right tips on it, and I'm gonna send it onto the counter, and I'm gonna put the 10 gold into it, and like some silver and copper. I'm like, there, that should help.
Oh,
Just
okay.
leave that there.
I don't feel good leaving 10
No,
gold
just-
that far away.
As he jumps the 10 gold out and
No,
sets it back down.
no. You want
That is a lot of money.
okay. I put the 1 gold in it, and I put a bunch of silver and copper in it.
Oh, yes.
As he fishes the gold out and puts it back down and puts the gold back on his table.
No. Here, let me explain.
Yes.
You put the gold in there because if people see that other people tip gold, maybe,
They will take it.
No, maybe they will tip gold.
Or they will take
Here,
it.
watch. Just trust me. Put it in there.
I don't
I'll
know
stand right here. I'll watch the jar for a minute.
You are going to steal it.
No, I'm not. Just trust me.
No.
As he sets
Are
the
you
jar back
are
out
you
without the
stealing
gold.
from my friend?
No, I'm not. Anyways,
Man, this
You want
stuff's
drink?
Really good.
Here is
Drae
bottle.
just
Hey,
takes
something?
the bottle.
She grabs it immediately.
okay. And as he's like, I sneak a gold into it,
Okay, yeah, you drop a gold into it while he turns to another customer and busies himself.
and then I'm just like,
Want to go?
I'm like, as I'm like walking by the other
You
customers,
don't
I'm like,
need more hassle.
he's new at the job. He's doing his best tonight.
What's that supposed to mean? I have no value.
No, he's the
because I don't
owner.
have money.
No, I
I'm
know
saying
that.
You should save it, and I'm
He's
gonna
just-
make you pay.
He's not usually at the counter, yes.
Yeah, he's not very good
I'll
at
earn
it.
Yes,
I'm good.
sadly Mary is sick today.
I
Why
know.
do you
Look,
He
I
can
can
always
walk
just
around
boost
that
his
corner right
confidence.
now
He's
and
having
make
a rough
however
shift.
much money you want.
you a slut? You're
I'll do
going
whatever
on,
I have to do.
You're going on a corner and making
And I walk
money.
away.
Okay.
I
pausing
am
for
good
this.
with people.
Drae, it's for you.
I-
I hand him
As-
a bottle of blueberry liqueur.
Wow, thank you.
No
He
problem.
See,
he
some
says
friends.
he goes on corners and makes money.
Yeah,
I thought he had a girlfriend.
I know, but there's different types of. Look, a lot of his gold goes
I
into
make a lot.
patches for his.
I'm good
for
at
his
making
pants.
money. Okay, I pick
But you
pockets.
But you just said you were poor, and that's why you needed mine.
I pick pockets. Look,
Then
as,
why
as
do
I
you-
like hold up like a ring off of her horn.
I'll kill you.
It's really hard
just
to get
just
stains out
proving
of
how
shirts.
good I
Kill
am.
you.
As I throw it up and gets caught in the air and goes back on your horn.
Touch my jewelry.
Yaikzal,
Huh.
just Drae is what he is,
Poor?
and
A liar.
A
well,
liar?
wealthiness doesn't have to be in gold.
What do you?
He's wealth.
How is he lying?
He told me to shh, so I can't tell you.
He's wealthy in happiness
Not-
and spirit.
What?
Just not in money.
But he just said he picked.
Mighty rich for someone who's gonna ask me for money.
Are you poor or are you not poor? You said you make money from pickpockets and on the quarter.
I'm not poor, okay? I just wanted alcohol.
You could have just said that.
Well, no, I asked, and then you were like, I have to pay money.
Yeah, because it's very nice.
Some people use another word for poor, and it's called cheap.
Oh, yeah?
Cheap.
Well, how do you think I have the money I do? And you don't, because I don't spend it on frivolous nonsense like spells that keep us alive.
He's proved my point. And once again, the reason he has so much money is he's cheap.
As Berrian, you would feel a voice in your ear.
Berrian, where are you? I'm at your tower. They don't want to let me in.
What's up? I'm in Ethlindir.
Where in Ethlindir?
A message sending.
No, you can reply. He's using sending to you.
Oh. I look around. What's the closest,
The closest landmark would probably be one of the smaller temples to Nuldir.
I'm like, follow me. I'm by this Temple of Nuldir on 3rd and 4th Street.
Okay, you send this back with the message. As briefly later, you'd see the air kind of waver a little as Z appears, standing there looking around.
Hey.
Hello.
Wobbles over to you.
Right.
You want some
So-
alcohol?
No, thank you. To the Feywild then?
No,
Feywild.
I managed to get it.
Why are we going to the Feywild? I thought we ixnayed that.
No,
Berrian, why don't you talk to me?
Wait, let him speak.
I managed to get it done at the temple.
Oh.
I show him the blade.
Oh, nice illusion. Very good.
I click it off for a minute and show him the original sword.
Yes, very nice. Haven't seen one of those in a long time.
Yeah, it accepted me. I'm the owner now.
Good.
How's things back in Alochrin?
I don't know. I was only there briefly. Your tower's still standing?
Oh, good. You should check in on Hall. He's not doing so good.
No, he's all right. He's up there doing his brainy things.
Okay. And I tell him about the blue skin guy. He came in and stopped in into my tower to mock me. Drekthar, or whatever his name is.
Thessa Kar.
Thessa Kar. He's an asshole.
Man, lots of those around.
Assholes or whatever he is.
Assholes. Yes.
Oh, okay. Do you know what he is?
No, I haven't seen him. Blue skin. Maybe Myrrh.
They took Sasha,
Who's that?
my girlfriend.
Mm.
I explained to him what happened.
Oh, interesting.
The demigod thing that spoke in my ear.
Those are always a pain. Well, if you don't need to go to the Feywild, then
Okay, well,
I'm in Ethlindir for a while. Nobody's trying to arrest me this time. That's good.
This time.
well, we're leaving in 2 days if you want to come back with us.
I suppose I could wander about the city a little bit. Nobody should recognize me like this. Did I use this face?
You were different before?
I don't think I used this face here. Should be safe.
I guess we'll find out, won't we?
Where are we going?
Oh, I'm just talking to Z.
Uh-huh.
Okay, thanks for checking in.
What?
I guess I'm hanging around.
No.
Hello?
Are you
You want,
real?
you sure you don't want
As
to
like
try this?
a glass floats and tries to go through him.
This is Z. You know Z.
It just like bonks into him.
Staff just like swats in it.
Stop that.
Do you want to try it? It's
No,
really
I'm
good.
quite all right.
Real.
It tastes like blueberry.
Oh, I don't care.
Not one for alcohol.
Well, I don't mind it, but I did go on a 3-year bender, and I've been avoiding it ever since.
3-year bender. What, for science?
Nope.
When was that?
For depression?
I lost a bet.
Oh.
How long have you been off alcohol? Like, how long ago was your bender?
4 years ago.
Wow.
Don't make bets with genies. They
No.
deliver.
Marid?
Good to know.
No, not one of the water ones. Wind, I think.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we'll be around.
Well, I'm following you now. I'm supposed to leave with you. I don't have anything else to do.
Oh,
so-
okay. Yeah, come along. And I take him over to the place we're hanging
Slow
out.
down. Old. Walks behind you.
Oh, I guess Drae just came with him then.
So did Yaikzal.
Yes,
They
he
just
does.
drunk.
Yeah,
Follow
I thought this was
along.
still at the bar. In that case, yeah, Drae would just follow Berrian
Okay.
because that's what he does.
Yep. You guys follow along.
I'm kind of done everything I want to do.
Anybody would like to make me a perception check?
Pass
Of the people walking,
Yeah. If you're drunk, disadvantage.
It doesn't matter.
it's a 0.
7.
Or no, it's not a 0 because I have it's a negative. Well, it's a 1.
I got a
but
natural one.
You also got a natural 1.
Can Roscoe make one?
Give me the bottle.
Sure. Why not?
No, it's fine.
Roscoe got a 20. Not a natural. Dirty 20.
Okay, total of 20. All right. Roscoe would seem nervous around you. He can't quite tell you what is making him nervous, but he's uneasy and constantly looking about as he's flying around with you all.
What's going on, Roscoe?
Talking to his bird again.
There's not
Idiot.
much he can convey to you other than that he's uneasy and something makes him feel unsafe.
Okay.
Where are you guys headed?
Back to the Dragonborn bar, I guess.
Okay, yeah, it's not far away. You guys can walk back over and reclaim your seats.
Barry's not outwardly, but he's on edge.
Okay.
Yeah, meanwhile, Lorelei and Ari, I assume have found their own little table.
If she wants to pull her away, Ari wouldn't resist and go
Yeah.
and sit across from her.
I want to dance.
Well, we're currently at a little pop-up bar, not my choice of place to dance, but I've heard the elven music is quite fine. Perhaps we find somewhere with the rest of our evening.
I'd love that.
Well, your friends seem occupied with the old man.
They'll be fine.
She offers her hand out,
We'll take it.
lifts up with you, and you guys go walking about. And she'll just kind of spin you till your arms around her shoulder and go walking with you until you guys find one of the more musically inclined bars with a bit of dancing space.
Musically inclined.
The bar's rather interesting. There is
musicus.
no singer. There is a complicated looking wooden tubing system that is bouncing a song through it repeatedly, and it travels through this and then around the bar, and you can faintly hear it as they are. They've sung the wood into such a shape that it bounces sound for much longer than it should otherwise exist for.
That's so cool.
Uh,
It's surround sound, but medieval fantasy.
yeah, they've basically trapped sound in the system, and they have just enough of it coming out in different spots that that you can dance to it. And if you really get into it, there is a singer somewhere hidden who sings into it every once in a while so that it can stay at such a volume that it's acceptable for people.
Oh, low effort music.
Just grabs around her hips.
Starts to dance with you and
Yeah.
pulls you in with her as you guys sway to the music. Well, didn't think we'd get to do this again.
This is nice.
It is. You look lovely in that dress, like I said.
Sort of does it a little self-conscious.
Listen, even if you don't think that you should get to wear nice things, I at least should get to see you in them.
It's fair. It's fair.
And the evening will probably continue that way for the two of you. Eventually you'll probably get a panic sending from your brother, I'm guessing.
Lorelei has a brother?
Oh, no, sorry, right, it's Lorelei. But
Not sending from me.
I'm guessing Lorelei will get a sending from Berrian,
Okay.
asking where the hell she is at some point.
Hey, where are you? We're back at the hotel. We should stick together in places like this.
We'll be fine. I'll see you soon.
Okay.
You let her go
But you
alone,
guys
but
just
not me.
chat through the evening,
She's
dance
with
for a bit
Ariana.
until your feet get tired, and make your way in the late evening back towards the hotel.
Do we feel anything else or anything else happen?
Roscoe will stay nervous, but you don't feel anything in particular as
Still
Z-
nervous at the hotel.
Yep.
Yeah.
Z
With
sits
Z,
down
that's-
with you guys, and
Okay.
Nice hotel.
Was it basically from the time that Z got there?
no, it would be it'd be like 20 minutes after that or so.
Okay. Hey Z. Don't alert the rest of them. Something's got Roscoe on edge.
Oh. All right. Keep it hush hush between you and me.
Just be on edge.
You can't
keep
do it
your,
because you're a dragon.
Keep your, I don't know. Keep your eyes and ears open.
Oh,
I'm bleeding.
what are you worried about?
I don't know. Lots of things.
That's
that's
a
a card.
tiresome bother.
Yeah.
As Drae and Yaikzal are losing in the corner.
I would wait until Lorelei and them come back, and then I'd go to bed.
So they're like pterodactyl, but she has
She
sharp
can't take
teeth,
us
so
to
she
the dragon.
can't. So she's like, ow, ow, I'm bleeding. They're just having fun. They're
You
just
guys are ruining drinking James with Dragonborn anatomy.
Yeah.
Very well. Yeah, Z just kind of brushes off your concern. As you guys wait, and eventually Lorelei and Ari will return.
on their way back, her hand would probably go from her hip to her butt. It's
She
like,
walks with you. She leaves it for a few moments before pulling it up and continuing to walk. Sorry.
like sighs loudly.
Wait until we get back to our room.
oh,
Alright.
oh my gosh, they're moving.
As you guys get back, and they'll check in with you all.
Oh, Lorelei, you're back. Okay.
Why are you awake?
You're so
Said I'd wait for you till you got here. Good night. I'll go up the stairs.
Don't.
The dress looks rather nice on her, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You do look good.
Well, do a spin for them. She'll take your arm and bring it up to like spin you, like you guys have been dancing up till now.
Oh no, that's a natural one. She's sort of like
Just
You
gets
did spin.
pulled into the
okay.
spin.
Yeah.
Berrian's able to like disregard Lorelei's inawkwardness and just take the dress in and be like, "You are beautiful."
See? Well, anyways, we've had a rather exciting night of dancing, and we're going to find our rest.
Okay.
Insight check from Drae.
Raz.
It's a 10.
Ari's not easy to read, but she does share a smirk with Lorelei.
All right.
As
Drae
she
really
will
is like too out of it to care.
lead Lorelei up to their room and stand in front of her, as lovely as you look in it, as she turns around and starts to undo the dress.
Would prefer if we didn't do
We're
this.
fading from there. Yeah, that was.
I run by hand.
We fade to black.
It makes you feel uncomfortable.
Yes,
We get into
clearly.
Oh. Wait until,
It's not that kind of
wait
show.
until Isaac and Sasha get into it.
No,
Isaac and
Isaac-
Sasha, that's
Well,
himself. That would be weird.
Me and Isaac.
no, it's not happening.
No, this is pretty standard for about what you should expect. We get to about there and fade to black.
No, it gets much worse.
No thanks.
Oh man, they haven't even met Dotry.
Dotry is dead.
Dotry is not dead.
He has been smited.
With that, my friends, we are going to take a break. We'll be back in 10 or 15 minutes. It's 8:08, so we will see you rather soon. Hello and welcome back, folks. We're back from our little break there. And we come back with the party still on their vacation in Ethlandir, far away from the problems of Alochrin, with the city invading the other city. And having enjoyed a day at a spa, a little bit of dancing in the evening between the two new lovers.
Very cute.
And some shopping for the group, getting some rather nice clothing from the Elven Isles. So, we will come back to the next morning. I think we're going to skip ahead a little with the next 2 days of waiting before all of your guys' various things are done, and you can pick up your clothes, as well as the altar that you ordered.
So over the 2 days, you guys probably head to the spa again, maybe even twice. Maybe do some excursions into some of the nearby landmarks in the woods, locations of famous deeds, heroic events, a couple of particularly spectacular areas of untamed forest among the giant trees that make up the continent. Before you find yourselves rather relaxed and probably missing home at this point, picking up your tailored clothes that you had ordered, and finding your way to the Temple of the Mother. When you arrive, the
I
guards...
have one specific thing.
Yes?
Which is like either the next day or the last day. Drae would have either Lorelei or Berrian send Wednesday a message that they're having fun and that he misses her and if she wants anything.
Okay. You go back. I'm alright. Just glad you're having a good time. I'm keeping things in good order. See you when you get back.
Cute.
She doesn't want anything.
And
He's
you
gonna
guys-
get her something anyways.
Okay. Yeah. You guys are followed around by Z throughout the experience of it. The old man just kind of
Hey, Z.
dawdling behind you. He vanishes every once in a while.
Okay.
But comes along.
Yes?
What was the name of that wizard again? Kellen?
I believe it was Kalen, but I
Kalen.
do have to look
Is
because
he-
it has escaped me.
You know that
Kalel, sorry.
You know that Kalel guy?
No?
I don't really like him.
Oh.
Do you think we could just go back with you, or do we have to use his portal again?
You used his portal?
I didn't have it. Yeah.
Oh, I can take us back. No problem.
Oh, okay, good.
Where are we going?
Well, once I grab, just back to my tower.
Oh, right, the tower. Yes, yes. Of course. Sure.
Hold
Why
on.
not?
I just gotta pick some stuff up.
As you make your way to the Temple of the Mother, and when you arrive, they would recognize you enough to let you through into the main area, where it'll probably take like 3 or 4 people to carry it, but you would see a wooden altar block, basically. There is a tree sung into the center of it, growing out, the boughs hanging down, meeting the boughs of 2 smaller trees coming up either side, and then flat area between them and on either side for stuff to be set out, like a prayer book or something of the like. It's a fairly reasonable-sized altar, and there's no mark of tool or anything upon it, as the ancient singing has been used to shape the wood into this form.
Do you?
It will cost 100 gold.
Yeah. Do you have a book of scripture or something I could?
If you want to get a holy book from them as well, you can do so for 10 gold, and they will
Sure.
provide you with one of these scripture books, the hymns sang to the mother.
Sure. I get one of those as well.
Okay. You'll need your companion's help, but you guys lift the altar, a person to a corner, and carry it out of there until you guys are holding it among yourselves, and Z
Drae
is...
does a lot of that.
Yeah.
Like, I think of our collective strength scores, he's like half.
Drae is aside, and then there's 2 people on the other side as you guys
Yeah,
are
Alright.
walking it out.
0.
Well,
Yeah.
Right,
Let's do this.
to the tower! Nobody resist, or it's gonna suck to be you!
As he's going to cast the teleportation spell. And you'll feel that, like, kind of stomach-rending feeling of being pulled and deposited. As you guys find yourselves outside of the gates, the guards immediately alerting, crossbows being drawn up as they see you guys appearing. And hold it.
It's
Z
good.
just looking up and chuckling.
We're good. Let us in.
And the crossbows come down as they start opening the gate for you. And you, Drae having most of it, start to haul this thing in. And where would you like to put it?
I'm gonna put it in the entry, like in the middle, the first floor of the tower, just kind of like in the middle.
Very
off
well.
to the side. Like,
Yeah, you tuck it into the corner off to the side. Tower. Berrian's tower. So yeah, you chuck it off to the side in the main area of your tower. There's plenty of space for that. As you guys find yourselves back in Alochrin once more, the same inverted city hanging above it, looming like through mist, just threateningly above all. You see Master Hall, the other figure who came to aid him, still holding power in the center of the sky, seeming to sustain themselves somehow, as you've not seen any food or anything delivered to them as of yet. The city is much how you left it from what you can see from the tower. People trying to get used to this new, terrifying normal that is the city. The feeling in the air, the complete opposite of this sort of idyllic city of trees you were just in. But you guys find yourself safe once again within the tower. Z coming in with you guys and looking about.
Oh, it's a nice tower. Very good. Very good.
Yeah, I'm working on the library.
The library's good. Yes. Yes. Every good wizard needs a good library. Unless you're a really good wizard.
Winks a couple times at you.
Thanks, Z. Anything you need from us, or?
When are we going to the Oh, right. Right. You're
We're
going
not.
right.
Yep. Never again. Hate that place.
Oh, it's a lovely place. Don't besmirch the Feywild, boy.
Well, I like knowing when I'm going places.
Well, you're an elf. You need to worry about that least of all. Got a lot of life ahead of you.
Got
Get a little less
people
worried
who
about it.
don't.
They come and go. Especially by the end of your lifetime, boy. Right. Well, it's been fun. I'm going to... Goodbye. As he
Vanishes.
As I'm gonna go up to Big Red's room. And
Okay. Make your way up to the dormitory and knock on the door and
you hear a...
It's me! She'll open it and walk in.
walk in. You see he's standing at this point, and he pulls himself away from the wall where he was doing some sort of exercise.
It wasn't a month. It was a couple days. So,
I see.
I'd say everyone's in a pretty good mood right now. So if you are to quit, would be the time.
Well, let's talk to him then. Tell him to meet me at, the old warehouse.
Well, okay. As
He makes his way out of the room and down the stairs and nods to the group of you as he heads out the door.
don't worry about him. Drae, Lorelei. He needs you to meet him at the old warehouse. I'm going to.
Who?
Big Red.
Oh. Alright, my stream is like buffering, but I don't know if that's just my internet or...
Mine doesn't have any connection problems. I'm still moving. You guys are still
Well,
moving?
What are you guys doing?
Old warehouse. I need you to promise me something.
What's this about?
He's quitting. He's retiring. And I don't want you to kill him.
Reaches for dice ominously.
I was gonna be like, probably would have been better to get him to do it here than in the old warehouse. You know, where we knocked out Barrick.
Yep, I can promise that.
You swear.
Yeah, I mean what I say.
Insight check. I'm gonna
I'm rolling a dice.
See, Daniel, this is why we do it.
That's 15.
Would have been an 11.
So which did you roll?
He's telling the truth.
Okay.
Persuasion check it was.
Okay. Because I need him in my life. And he's retiring and he's out of your hair, right?
Yep, if he's your person and he's not gonna cause trouble or sell out any of his old associates, then
he cares about them more than he'll
no skin off my back.
So
good.
Yaikzal, just something to think about. If he's to retire, that means that he's no longer under the protection of gangs, which means
under.
No, we protect
no,
our
but
own.
just let me explain, and just people may think that he's not associated with us anymore, and they know that he has information. I'm just saying, it's just as long as you understand, he can be with and not be. He can work for the tower. For all I care, I don't really care if he ever comes here, but he should be under some banner so that at least there's some form of reprisal if somebody decides, oh, you know what, Big Red is retired, I can just go fuck him up and take all the information from his brain.
I think you misunderstand Berrian. We're not just abandoning him.
No, but it's not even the fact of what you're doing. It's it's the symbolism of, they say, Big Red's left the Proudfoots.
Yeah, and if they come for them, we will take everything they've ever loved.
Sure, but they don't really care. They don't really care about you. They don't. It's the whole thing of of what people think and what they think they can get away with.
Alright, we'll make sure they know they can't get away with it.
Why do you think no one touches the king's nephew?
Because he's the king.
Because he's the king's nephew! If all of a sudden he was kicked out of the family or excommunicated, what do you think would probably happen to him?
That's not what he's
No,
doing.
but you're missing what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
He could retire, but he should stay affiliated. He does with quotes.
I
don't know. That's up to him.
Do what you want. I'm just saying maybe talk to him about it.
That is what we're gonna do.
I'll pay him a gold salary for the rest of his life if he wants to stay affiliated with the tower. He never has to come here. He doesn't have to be attached to the gang. He can do whatever he wants, but he's still under the protection of the tower and Berrian and whatever that symbolizes, and maybe it'll give him some semblance of protection, knowing that he's on the up and up, but Drae's also my brother.
To him.
Okay. We'll keep it in mind.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go, because I don't know how his patient. Well, he waited this many days, so he was planning on waiting a month.
Wow. I've never seen him wait that long for anything.
It's because I was going on vacation. It was also because you were going on vacation, but I would like to believe that it was also because of me.
No reason it couldn't be both.
See, I even got this dress, and I don't even know if he'll notice. It has flowers on it!
Seems like that. Alright. I don't know. Did they have one with, like, dismembered corpses?
I wish. I would have gotten it. Maybe I'll get one made.
Definitely get one made. I know people.
You know people?
Yeah.
Okay. And she's gonna take off, she's like, okay.
Whoa,
I need to.
whoa.
No, the cloak. The cloak. She's gonna... No!
Just like...
Ew!
Like...
No. She takes off her cloak, she's like, okay. He retires. Won't kiss me, though. Okay, no. He retires. I flirt. And I don't know how a relationship works. But maybe he'll appreciate the dress.
Okay.
See, he's got all my scars on display. He likes those.
Yeah. I have to talk to Wednesday before we leave.
Go at her. I'm gonna meet you there.
Alright. I know what warehouse they're talking about, right?
Yes. Berrian would be in the middle of talking to Wednesday right now.
He sort of like waits at the edge of the kitchen.
Just like, do you need something?
Well, I was hoping to
Hi,
talk
love.
with Wednesday. Hi.
Wednesday, you have an immediate break for 15 minutes with pay. Please leave the
Okay.
kitchen.
I mean, I just make a salary anyway. But
No,
alright. Hi.
Hi. I realized something while on vacation. Is that you are the best. I just want, like, you have not been kidnapped. You have not been turned against me by evil, like, angry wizards.
That's
You
true.
have not been, like, possessed by some weird fish entity.
Right?
You are doing the best of anyone. Of any of our partners.
Alright, that's a little strong.
You're amazing. I'm gonna give her a high five.
The bro high five.
Yeah.
High five me.
That's alright.
No more slap.
Come on.
Hold
High
on.
five.
No, it's alright.
No.
I got you something.
The crisp high five.
I could use a hug.
Alright, I'll give her a hug.
She hugs you back.
And I'm
Gives
gonna
you a squeeze.
turn her head and kiss her.
Kiss her. She's a little taken aback at first. And you're like, it's getting to the point where you're like, I'm gonna stop. This is weird. She's not responding before she'll start to kiss you back. A little surprised, and then pull back.
Music gets louder.
She seems a little conflicted.
Well, I don't know if Drae would pick up on that. Yeah, well, I was just thinking, and then Z was with us, and he was talking about how, like, I'm gonna live for a long time, and that not everyone is gonna be around, so I, thought I'd, enjoy things while I have them.
Right.
And he's gonna pull out, what he got for her is, you talked about like the rings that have been sung around gems. He got like a bracelet, that's been sung around an emerald that matches the color of her eyes.
Please don't elbow me in the
Okay.
face.
Yeah.
How expensive or something would that be?
So, if you're looking for a bracelet, sungwood all the way around, very expensive. If you want just the emerald set in sungwood and then attached to something else,
More reasonable.
like 3,000, 4,000 gold.
Sure. I mean, how expensive is the other one?
See.
Just for
Super cheap.
Yeah.
Like for sungwood all the way around, it would probably be like 6 or 8.
he'd do 6 or 8.
Okay. Yeah, you
super cheap.
you could get a fairly like so for 6 you're getting one that's like you've got to find one that fits her. For 8 you could get something that's a little more adjustable. They could have like more flexible wood sung between it that would let it kind of stretch and whatnot.
Sure.
Um,
Let's do 8. Drae is like
Yeah.
Okay.
Not many outside of Ethlindir can say they have jewelry made by the wood singers of the others.
An entire tower.
and he's like he's not making a big deal about how much it was. He's just giving it to him.
Was like, oh, it's very nice. Never seen anything like
It
it.
reminded me of you.
Because it's green and that. Right.
Oh wait, we could show the stream the new Wednesday.
I don't know if I could bring that up easily enough to do that, but we will find a way to do it. We can put her on a Be Right Back screen
Do you see
sometime.
this whole tower? It's on your
Yeah.
wrist. It's on your wrist.
Yeah, we have new Wednesday art in the works.
We
In the
do.
works.
No, completed.
Done.
Completed.
Yeah.
In the works meaning
She
that
looks lovely. It's even Wednesday, like all dolled up and makeuped up for a date. It's very lovely.
it's very nice, very nice. Brought my dreams to life.
As she's
Don't make it creepy.
she's not the type to like get overly excited about something, but you can tell she's genuinely touched by the bracelet.
Anyway, I've got to go let one of my gang members retire. So.
Alright. Be safe.
BRB, letting someone retire.
Wednesday, Roscoe's telling me your break's over.
Alright. I don't have anything else to do today, Berrian. I'm finished then.
No.
You don't have to work.
No, we have
I
to.
mean, like you can work as much as you want to.
I did all my stuff already,
Yeah.
so...
No, yeah, I just have to go over the books with you quick.
Oh, alright, sure. But she'll run off with you to the office.
Do I see her wrist?
Yeah, you would see the...
Yeah, I'm gonna look
bracelet
at
on
it. Look at Drae.
He just shrugs.
That's beautiful.
Isn't that lovely?
Look
I
back
like
at
it.
Drae. It matches your eyes.
It does. Never had
Books,
anything
books,
like
books,
it. Hey,
books.
I'll show you. She
Books.
leads you over and
Looks back at Drae.
she has no idea how much it's worth. She has not a clue about it. She'll lead you over and start
Very
going over
nonchalant.
the scant bit that changed to the books while you were gone.
Yeah, right. Bracelet. Underline it twice. Thank you.
I like how Drae holds all the money and Berrian's like keeping tabs on it. Like,
As you make your way
Yeah.
to the...
Yaikzal would meet you outside.
Mhm.
And it's like,
he's gonna go like knock on Lorelei and Ari's room that I assume they're sharing.
Mhm.
All right, we gotta go. There's like stuff. It's like, huh? Right? Yeah. All right, I'll be right back.
Take your time.
Why are you talking like me?
Don't know why. I don't know why. Wednesday came on. Take your time. As you take Lorelei with you, you guys are met outside by Yaikzal.
All right, let's go.
you can't tell him I told you.
Do what? What? Okay, what specifically can't he know?
That I told you that he was going to retire. and-
Okay, I don't know anything. I'm just going.
Yeah,
That's the
I just
story?
said that you had to talk. Yep, I'm going to walk in first. She walks in.
Behind them slips an invisible Berrian.
I
Perception
do
checks?
need a stealth check
I wanna-
and perception checks.
You would have disadvantage on the perception.
Straight roll for Lorelei.
Nope.
I think it's just advantage on the stealth
I have advantage.
disadvantage on the
What do you get advantage on perception from?
My shield
What does it do though? What does it give you? Like,
gives
what
me
does
advantage on
What does
perception
it say?
checks.
Because there's different things. I'm invisible and I have boots of elven
Good
kind.
advantage on initiative rolls and perception checks.
Very powerful.
It's a good shield.
Is there a distance on it?
Nope.
Nope.
I got a 10.
So, do I have disadvantage or not?
No.
Okay. Alright. It's It's a 17 for Lorelei and a 19 for Drae.
I have 27.
Yeah.
I rolled a 17 and 11, and that's from sight and sound.
Quietly slips in Berrian behind you all as you guys shut yourselves in to the darkened interior of this area. There's enough light coming in outside for you to see, but there's quite a bit of shadow cloaking the area. As you would see the towering form of Big Red there, the large, intimidating lava ogre standing. And he keeps some distance from you guys and looks over at Yaikzal as they come in and nods at them, but he will keep like at least 15 feet back from you guys.
Okay, we talk.
Yeah, sorry, I was reading up on the spell. As Lorelei is gonna detect thoughts,
Okay.
which also gives her, as just a side product, she detects the presence of any creatures that
And
can
she
think.
fails.
Oh, you have non-detection up. Yep.
What's the distance?
It's 30 feet.
She would detect something else in the shadows behind Big Red.
We're not alone.
I don't like you sometimes. No. You two worry me with your killing and the rib snapping. Bad news. I not want to be the
Alright.
rib snapped one.
Seems logical.
Okay.
As Lorelei's gonna try and like hone in on the thought presence she can sense behind Big Red.
Okay. Make me an insight check.
I've marked off the spell slots for my stuff.
Yep.
I know what we're dealing with.
Not great. Dirty 20.
Okay. She would detect the thoughts of a rather gleeful thoughts of whatever this creature is, watching them. Quite a bit of history between it and the group, it seems. She'd be able to detect it going over the agreement it made with Big Red to ensure his safety in return for being able to speak with the group after he was done. She would recognize the particular rasp in his inner voice of Hagren.
Who's that?
Said we're not alone. And you knew about this?
Yeah.
As Drae sort of like stiffens a little bit, Lorelei's gonna cast Dispel Magic at like where she can sense.
Okay. The invisibility fades as you guys would see crouching in one of the shadows hanging sideways off the wall, about 15 feet back. The drieder body of Hagren looking over. And you watch the face just split into a grin. How interesting. Nice to see you again. I believe I was slated to talk second.
What's the meaning of this?
He looked different. Said he would help me if I help him.
What did you need help with?
Making sure you not do the rib snap.
Why would I want to rib snap you?
I am leaving. No more Proudfoot. Many of my people, they're being targeted by Half-Cloak. They are leaving too.
Alright. Well, I'm not happy about it, but you have a home here if you want it. And if you need anything, let me know.
Don't trust you. Well, glad no rib snapping. I'm going to leave while you chat with the ugly spider thing.
Starts
And
walking
it's
out
like-
the back.
Drae just gives Yaikzal like this.
Do you need me or can I?
You're staying here. You're not going anywhere.
Don't go too far.
Okay. I am going though, so no. Bye.
No.
Walks out.
Who's this guy? Hagren or whatever.
Oh, just like tried to kill us like how many times?
I don't remember ever targeting you myself.
Who's like?
It's like we've dealt with him before, and he's not nice.
Just hanging sideways off the wall. You would see he has a spider body, legs holding him aloft, even though he's like perpendicular with the ground. A gray webbed robe coming down him. Dark elf, black skin, hood pulled back at the moment. But he's quite a bit taller than you guys, being that his upper body is attached to the spider body below.
Don't like spiders, do you?
As he starts to step
Don't
down,
like
you guys can hear the
traitors
legs
either.
scraping as he rights
Traitors?
himself along the ground and stays his like
No. What do you?
25 feet back
What do you
from
mean
guys.
traitor?
He doesn't respond.
I'm leaving.
You're not going anywhere.
If you think I'm a fucking traitor, I'm leaving.
You're not the traitor. Your boy toy is.
I didn't even know I was gonna have. I don't know who he is. I don't think Big Red knows who he is.
Insight check from Lorelei.
On Yaikzal?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yaikzal, roll me a perception or deception.
12.
37.
She's telling the truth.
Yeah.
She's telling the truth.
Let's see. Alright.
I don't even know who this guy is.
Oh, well, you have to help us deal with him.
Are we killing him?
Maybe.
No.
Are you here to harm us?
Hopefully not.
Okay, what do you need to talk about?
In this case, I really do wish to speak. I suppose you've met my former companion, Thessa Kar.
The blue guy?
Yes. We had an agreement with him.
Yeah, I remember that.
It seems you've twisted him to your own ends. I ask that you have him release us.
Oh, hang on. You think we're working with him?
Clearly.
No, he's trying to, like, take this city.
Make me a persuasion check.
A 3.
And I'm to believe you haven't taken any opportunity to make deals of your own gain.
I was offered something, I didn't take it.
Regardless, we are trapped here, and I wish to go home.
Well, you can leave.
No, I cannot.
What do you need to leave?
A certain creature has taken over the tunnels that lead to our home. We cannot bypass it. I know it is one of Kar's dogs.
Alright.
If
You want
you do
us-
not work with him, then I need your help.
Why should I trust you?
You have no reason to trust me. But it would do you well to keep me from finding other distractions while I am stuck here.
Is that a threat?
Yes.
We'll see what we can do.
Going to look into your little story. And if I find that you are lying and you are working with Thessa Kar, I shall make your end slow and agonizing. If you are telling the truth, then perhaps we can strike some form of bargain and both get what we need.
as you hear the legs start to scuttle back deeper into the darkness here.
If you touch any of my people, I'll ensure you never get back home again.
A fair trade, then.
As the darkness would swallow him.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know.
And he's like storms out after Big Red.
Okay,
Doesn't like spiders.
you make your way out. You would have to go the way that he just went. You would not see him as you go along it, but you burst out the other side of this warehouse and look around, and Big Red is nowhere to be seen.
Maybe you went back to the... No, wouldn't have gone back to the tower. He never told me where he lived.
Wow, you must be really close. Lorelei. Lorelei's gonna cast Find Person.
Okay.
Whatever the spell's actually called.
Okay, dick. As she'll walk off.
Just like, whatever. No idea. Where said locate person? Is that what it's called?
I know how the spell works. And
Yeah.
he is within 1,000 feet.
Okay.
So she would be able to detect him moving swiftly. And judging by how far he has been like jogging or running since he left.
Where is he going?
He is going towards the clones.
Where's that?
So that's like southeast portion of the Outer Run. It's all of the houses built by the city that look pretty much the same.
Okay. Is there any like noteworthy locations that direction that Lorelei would know of?
It's residential.
Okay. Does she know where Big Red lives?
Probably not.
Okay.
Didn't she detect thoughts on him when he said he didn't know where he lived? Or he wasn't going to tell us, and then she found out?
That's possible. I don't remember it.
Because he was like, your eyes
It
was like,
sounds
okay,
familiar.
where do you live? And he's like, I won't tell you. And she's like, detect thoughts, and it, in his mind, described it. For me.
If Alex remembers that, then she would know. If you don't remember that, then she doesn't know.
I remember it coming up.
Yeah, there was a bunch of stuff with detect thoughts with him. So if you don't remember that specifically, you don't know.
Notes, just take them. Gotta be better at them.
That was really well done. You can have a D8 inspiration. That was great.
I benefit off their ignorance.
I'm gonna roll for it because like I'm pretty confident, but I'm
Sure.
gonna go high. It's a 15. I do know.
So do you remember?
She would know he lives in the clones.
Yeah.
On their edge.
All right, he's going home. He's too far to catch. It's like
Berrian tucks that information away in his brain.
he doesn't say where he's where he lives.
Big Red lives in there.
No, he doesn't say that. She just said he's going home.
Yeah.
You said.
I said the clones was where it was pulling her, but she hasn't said it out loud.
And you said, sorry, Big Red's going home. He lives on the what?
No, Big Red's going home.
We
He's
can't
out of
He's
catch
too
him.
far to catch.
And then you said something else at the end.
Drae was just saying like, all right, we'll find him later.
Okay.
All right.
He walks off like upset.
Okay. Drae storms off, leaving Lorelei and secretly Berrian to follow them on their way back.
Lorelei would follow after him, like a little concerned.
Okay. You guys arrive back at the tower.
Yaikzal went off to find an inn.
Are you going to the usual or?
Different one.
Okay.
As soon as they go in the front door, I fly up to the roof and go through the hatch.
Okay.
Down into the library.
You find yourself in the library. Is Drae doing anything when he storms into the tower?
He's actually not gonna go to the tower. He's gonna go and find Tethel.
Okay. Yeah. It takes a little bit of work, but you find a couple of like Proudfoots out making their rounds, and they can tell you where to find Tethel, and you will eventually find him. He's currently out in the market, so you find him like shopping and going through things as he stops. Drae,
We have a problem.
what is it?
You know, like,
Walks over with you and falls into step with you.
Big Red's out.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's not ideal. Alive. And
Good.
working with just maybe the worst person I've ever known. The worst. Like evil spider demon, kind of bad. So I don't know how in cahoots they are, how much it knows.
I haven't heard of him working with any demons, but...
Yeah, keep your ears open.
Alright.
People know to be careful. We're losing... he's not the only one leaving.
I'm not surprised. There was quite a few loyal to him that only stuck around because he did.
We'll deal with it.
Alright. I'll do a head count of who we have left and
Yeah.
get your number.
We, don't be hard on the people leaving.
Of course not.
You've been pretty good to me.
Done what I need to.
Is there anything you want to make sure I look after? You've earned that.
It's a bit sudden. Can I get back to you on that?
Yep.
Nods to you. I still need milk. Turns back towards the market.
He was just grocery shopping.
And Drae leaves, but has to go the same direction. They're like,
As we're walking, he's like,
Drae walks faster.
keeps walking. You both speed up at the same time, like, slows down.
the least cinematic.
Yeah. You guys eventually part ways. Anything else?
And now we'll go back to the tower. A little less upset, but
Okay. Make your way back to the tower. Yaikzal,
Yeah.
You find yourself at the first bar you saw. You didn't even read the name outside. You make your way in. It's not bustling, but it does have some patrons.
Welcome to the Beaver's Antler.
She would find somewhere with a room
Yeah,
upstairs.
they have upstairs rooms, and a dwarven fellow greets you. Hello, miss.
I need...
Traveling?
Yeah.
How long you in Alochrin for?
A week.
Week. Well, I got a good rate for a week if you want. Better for 2, but if you're here for a week, I understand.
2 weeks then.
Sure. Stay. Enjoy the city.
Better
Watch
rate
out.
for 3, but if you're for 2, I understand.
Watch out for the things in the sky, though. People have been disappearing, and Bar Street's
Yeah.
no exception.
Yeah.
If you're going out, make it to the main road quick. Half cloaks are about.
Appreciate it.
You want a meal? Can deliver it up to your room?
Yes, please.
You look like you need a drink.
I need so many.
Right. Looks behind him. You got coin.
I got so much coin.
Reaches a little higher and pulls down a bottle. Take it to your room with you. I'll have some piping hot brought up.
Thank you.
Stew?
Whatever isn't vegetables.
It's got potatoes, but
Well,
big
I
hunks of
just-
meat.
Yeah, I just need meat in it.
There
Okay,
you go.
thank you. I shall go upstairs.
Make your way up. He'd give you a key for the room, and you find yourself in. It's no lavish room, but it's nice. The bed is comfortable. It's clean. There's a chest for you to put things if you want. And about 15 minutes later, a piping hot, like metal bowl of soup, big chunks of meat would be brought up to you.
Thank you. She'll take it. She won't sit on the bed or any. She'll sit like the bed's here on the very end on the floor.
There's a chair. Like there's a chair
I
and
know,
table. if
but
you want.
she's deciding.
Oh, okay.
She's just like not worth it. She'll sit on the ground and just eat there.
Okay, you sit yourself on the floor and just it's hot. You're like letting it cool.
A little cold breeze out of her.
As you use a little bit of your breath ability to cool it down and stir that in before you start to eat it. I love that. That's even better than.
And she'll also get pretty drunk. Yeah.
Yeah, you've got a bottle of whiskey beside
Yeah.
you, and it's decent stuff.
Lorelei's gonna go looking for her.
Are you using detect person?
Yeah.
Okay.
If she can't find her right away, which I assume she can't.
Make me an investigation check.
Ooh, a 17.
You'll eventually feel the spell start to function, and lead her towards Bar Street. Brings her
Makes sense.
to an establishment she hasn't been to before. You open the door,
The
see
one
the
she's
same.
collected from?
No.
Alright.
Just
curious.
open the door, you see the same dwarvish gentleman that Yaikzal met a bit before, and he looks over. Well, traveller,
Hi, my friend came in here earlier.
gonna need a bit more than that, I'm afraid.
Dragon, white, probably upset.
Right. He's gonna eye you over pretty carefully. You the reason she's upset?
No. No, not directly.
Listen, I saw you're Dragonborn, but I don't give out information about clients, I'm afraid.
Fair enough. I'm just gonna go upstairs.
You have a room up there?
Yeah.
I know everyone has been through it, so I know you're lying.
I just want to talk to her.
If you hurt someone in my bar,
No intention.
all right.
Hopefully she doesn't hurt me. So we go upstairs.
Tell her that's not allowed to. As you make your way up the stairs, and it leads you to one of the doors, to one of the rooms. You can feel the spell like trying to pull you through the closed door.
It just lightly knocks on it.
Leave me alone.
You alright?
Am I all? It's Lorelei, right?
Yeah?
Fine, you can come in.
Door.
You find her drunk on the ground.
The reek of booze.
Yeah.
Oh dear. We'll sit down, like, I don't know what's in the room, but just...
There's a chair
yeah,
or the bed.
That got hairy.
Not my fucking fault. A spider showed up.
I know it's not.
Didn't need to get yelled at.
Drae is just worried about his people. And I am too, to be honest.
Reasonably, but he...
Has she dealt
Just-
with Hagren?
She doesn't know any of the backstory for Hagren.
No.
Just because he's mad does not mean Misery needs company. Does not mean he needs to yell and get mad at me. I didn't know any of that was happening. He was like, I'm bringing someone. I'm like, oh, obviously it's a low-level thug. Someone below him because, No, he brings a spider. And then he doesn't even wait up for me.
Don't worry about this.
Okay.
Okay, it's not. It's. You're drunk.
I'm so drunk.
I believe you.
Fucking hate men. God.
Men do have their downsides. Good at fighting each other, though.
Yeah, not interesting though.
No.
Women are prissier.
We're sneaky.
I wish I could go back to someone I really, really care about. But she's gone in the other city!
What was that?
Someone from my past that meant a lot to me.
Self-control check. Detect that.
Do you want to describe or shall I?
You
Well,
can.
we talked about this as well.
Kinda. You can describe her though.
I need a history check from Lorelei as well.
The 4.
She would see a face. It's a dragonborn woman, purple, dressed in fine robes. Definitely nobility and high up as well. And she would see the kind of like sadness-tinted memories of a very young Yaikzal being picked up by this woman. A fair bit of care going into her from this woman. And a fair bit of responsibility from her as well. As to the woman's identity, she wouldn't know her by face.
Mm-hmm.
The name is Sarah, but
Okay.
she wouldn't know who exactly it is, other than it's someone important in the nobility and someone from Alochrin.
Right.
She's gone.
I'm sorry about that.
I can't even do anything about it.
What city? Maybe we can go visit.
That city.
Oh,
Gone.
I mean, I don't think they're...
And the last time we went to even try, we got our ass beat.
The arena?
No. She would never even partake. She would watch. And I would fight. And we would laugh about it. But I can't do that. Because she's gone.
I'm sorry. Maybe we can get her back.
Can you defeat a bunch of monks that threw you off a cliff?
If we know we're fighting to the death this time. Thank you for saving me, by the way.
I always would. But it sucks because even if we go up there, they just throw you off a cliff. And I can't save everyone like that.
I mean, I like to think that maybe I could avoid it if I'm, watching.
I guess we would know to avoid the cliffs.
Mm-hmm.
But we're on a big floating island.
And we've Ari.
She does have fly. I just
Very capable.
how do we know that killing them ruined the trial?
Well, we don't, but it's what we have to do.
Because we weren't supposed to, and I don't know what these trials are, but clearly there's something. And it gave us rules, and we already failed. You know, I shot a bow, and I put an arrow in his fucking skull.
Very nice.
I hate this. Officially.
Yeah, it's not fun.
You stupid spider. God, I hate spiders. Their little wriggly legs. They think they're something.
Alright, I feel like we're getting a little off topic.
We're not! She'll take a shot.
Just bottle the lips, finish it, still be chugging, not realizing it's
I'm gonna
empty.
slowly slide other drinks away if I can.
She's just got the one bottle and she is polished off.
I'm not going back to Drae until he comes to me, because none of that was my fault.
I don't think he thinks it was your fault.
Then
And I mean,
he will
like,
come
I
to
kind
me.
of know that he doesn't think it was your fault. 'Cause
Then he can come
knows
to
he-
me, because none of that was anything to do with me.
How much do you know about what Big Red's been up to?
He's been living in our tower day in, day out, not leaving.
Right, well, then when did he talk to this spider?
Probably the days we were gone. We could ask Wednesday. Wednesday and the guards watched the tower. I know he was supposed to never leave because
He's not going to talk to me. Might talk to you, though. Do you know where he is?
I don't know where he lives.
I do.
Let's go. She stumbles up.
Stands up and like,
Maybe not.
you catch her.
Maybe tomorrow.
Tomorrow, whatever. She's gonna stumble to the bed, like, clearly, like, the wrong way. She's facing this way, the bed's this way, and she... Before she turns, it's like...
Yeah, just out. Slams down. A little bit of effort from Lorelei can right her on the bed. She's probably already unconscious by the time you're finished pushing her into position.
You know, just sort of tucks her in. Sorry. And then, she'll go back to the tower.
Hey, who goes there?
I swear to God. Do we have to go through this every time, Jeffrey?
It's in the evening. You know I've got my job, alright?
He just walks past.
The gate's shut. It's like, oh, you need the password.
Lorelei can't be trusted.
No, that's not the password.
That's what Berrian told me it was.
No, it's not a password.
What's the password?
You know the password.
It's not been told to me.
It was told to you by Wednesday.
Oh, okay. Wednesday told me the password is da-da-da.
Oh, right.
It's not an abbreviation.
He
It's
pulls his,
literally
like,
those three
he's like-
syllables.
It's like, Thursday's password, right? Today, doctor. No. Yeah, that's the one. Opens the door. He's like, he got it right this time.
I'm gonna kill you in your sleep. She walks away.
Not if I kill
I need
me
you to speak up
first.
as Lorelei, please. Speak up.
Oh, sorry, stream.
Not if I kill me first.
Oh my god. What the hell, Jeffrey?
would
Does
just-
he need to talk?
No, he's just like, you when you spell fuckery.
And in his head, he just sees like this memory of a blade like going into his throat.
He just looks at you and just smiles.
What is this level 1 guard? Holy fuck.
He's badass.
Like,
Is he into it?
I
or
want
is
him
he
to like, he's like, right, off my shift, leg over a motorcycle, rips off. Like,
To where no one knows.
like just cold, he's like, got the ramp ready, over the wall, just like into the forest on his bike.
I have to build him.
Yeah, no. You have a level 1 fighter to build.
All right.
And then she's gonna go and like curl up with Ari. Today was rough.
Yeah. Pulls you in. Berrian,
Mm.
You'd be awoken in the middle of the night by a knock on your door. Boss?
Yeah, I heard it. Come on.
Boss?
Yeah.
There's a fellow at the door.
All right, one sec. I'm gonna hop out of bed, look at my window overlooking the thing.
Yeah.
Do I see anyone?
You would see the guard at the gate, but they have not let the person through. But you can see they're like watching down for somebody on the other side of it. He says he wants to talk to your brother.
All right, I go down.
Okay. You make your way down and find yourself on the turret overlooking it. And you look down and see, hooded, looking up, seeing you and pulling his hood back a bit, the elven face of Tethel.
Tethel,
Have a report for your brother.
that's okay. Just stop making yourself look all conspicuous. Just come in.
Looks up at the guard, who gets the gate open for him, and he comes in, keeps his hood up.
Drae's still awake.
I would-
Depends how late this is, but Drae.
It'd be pretty late that he comes by.
I'd just give me a minute.
Okay.
I just go grab Drae.
You're awoken by a knock.
Oh, yeah.
You got a visitor.
Ooh.
Tethel.
Why-
Tethel.
Why is he at the... Oh.
He's a report.
Alright, yeah. Oh, definitely, yeah. What the fuck? Go down...
Make your way out, and Tethel sees you there and nods and looks about. Somewhere quiet we can talk.
Yeah, come here. Go back into the room he was living in.
Okay. You guys head back into your room, and he sits down. So, I managed to get a head count done. We lost 58,
More than I thought.
plus Big Red.
59.
Wow.
Rest are loyal. We've got 27 of the carousers left, and we lost 18 of our 28 thugs. So we got 10 of those left.
Wow. You had a bigger following than I thought.
He was here for a long time. And, it's, some of them who wouldn't have otherwise. It's been hard with the guard cracking down.
Do you think any of them will be an issue?
If he starts a new gang, yes. If not, who knows where they'll end up.
Yeah, well, keep an eye on,
I'll keep an ear out.
we don't really have the manpower to keep an eye on all of them, but, just sort of be careful.
We definitely can't keep an eye on all of them. I wouldn't even try. Keep a watch on the little pockets we still hold and try to weather this. I don't know who you pissed off, but hopefully they get over it soon.
Yeah, things might have to change a little bit. We'll do what we can.
Alright. Well, that's what I had. I thought you should know right away. Sorry to wake you. He stands himself
All
up
good.
and makes his way out.
They'd have just let him know, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Does Tethel see the altar?
Yeah, he would spot it on his way out.
Okay.
Doesn't make any notice of it as he
doesn't
goes.
say anything.
Okay.
I should write down.
So Lorelei, Lorelei will be back. You guys sleep through the evening. Berrian, you are greeted by a surprise when you wake up. As one of the guards said, there's somebody at the door for you.
Again?
Well, for you this time.
All right.
You head out. You would see a man there with a cart
What's wrong
behind
with
him.
Hello?
Hi. Have a book delivery. From this isn't their name. It says from Sasha.
Yeah.
Apparently some extras got thrown in, but the bookseller.
Thank you. Yeah, do you need the cart?
Yes, I'm here to unload them.
Okay, come with me. And I just bring them up to the
Grab a load of books and start
Get
following
the
you
guard.
up.
Just, hey, can you help for a sec?
Sure,
I
sure.
would just take them up and get them to sit them on the tables.
Yeah, he has to unload for a bit. You bought 2,000 gold of books, I believe?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's 2,300 gold of books in there.
2,800.
300.
300.
As well as a little note in Sasha's handwriting. I know it's going to be a while before you get this, but you've been rather sweet lately, and don't take it to mean anything it doesn't, but I thought I'd get you something a little extra. With love, from Sasha. Clearly written...
Berrian would have waited until the guy had, like, left, and he's just going to kind of sit at the table and... and just put the note in his pocket. And I'll just take some time and put the books on the shelves.
They unload them into the library. He offers to help you organize them, but...
I'm fine.
Very well. Makes his way out, and you're left alone in the library. The guard gives you a little nod and heads back up to his post.
We're all asleep, right?
No, it's morning. People would be up. You would see the books coming through and being taken up to the library. Berrian, assumably, sorting them, because he doesn't come back down.
And Drae isn't insightful enough to go check on him.
You guys have breakfast. Wednesday whips something up for you guys. And hey, you want to take it up to him?
Yaikzal's not there.
Oh no, Yaikzal's not there.
No.
She's looking around like, who's the Big Red, the bowl?
Big Red isn't here.
I made a lot of food.
Ah, jeez. Yeah, Yaikzal isn't here either.
I made food for her too.
Yep.
Nobody thought to tell me.
Well, it was late. A little bit. There's a lot to unpack.
Right.
Berrian would come down the stairs.
Berrian, I got
Hey.
breakfast for you. You think your guards are hungry?
Yeah, I'll give breakfast to the boys.
Sure. I
grab
got
his-
a bunch extra all of a sudden, and she shoots a look over at Drae.
I go
Food's
back
over
up.
on the table for you. And starts taking food up.
Lorelei come down yet?
Laura? Oh.
Yes,
Does Lorelei
Lorelei
come
probably
down?
would have come out for breakfast. I don't think Ari would have yet. She likes her beauty sleep.
Just like passive insight on Berrian.
What's your passive insight?
Well, my question is
23.
Berrian trying not to show it?
Berrian would just, at the current moment, seem very distracted, which for Berrian just comes off like he's thinking about something.
Alright.
It wouldn't be like you could pry.
Yeah,
and
not
get
not
more
very
into it,
like.
but on a
everyone-
passive glance, he would just seem distracted and thinking.
If you have that
It'd be a little
reason to-
metagamey for her to insight him
Yeah,
at this moment.
yeah, that's
so.
why I'm asking passively.
Yeah, that's what you'd get if you're passively looking.
Yeah.
Berrian would grab his eggs and be like, "Yeah, give the boys." Oh,
Hey, I'm gonna run this to him. And she'll head off and start.
Hey.
You'll hear her around the corner talking to one of the guards.
Can you make them those rolls with butter as well?
I think they're gonna be full. As she looks down at the massive bowl of food that she's holding. Maybe next time.
All right.
Lorelei kind of leans over the counter and is like,
Speak
food
up.
for Yaikzal. You have food for Yaikzal?
I made her a plate, but she's out.
Yeah,
Apparently.
I'm gonna go see her.
Oh, alright, yeah, sure,
I
you
can
can
bring
take it
it.
with you. Sure, I got some boxes. If you're going far, you can throw it in the box and take it to her.
Sure.
Alright.
Yeah,
She
so
takes
it's
the
like-
food up to the guards.
Yeah, Drae is kind of like, but doesn't say anything.
Okay. Well, I probably just shakes her head to him and takes her food to go, finishes her breakfast, and takes a box of food for Yaikzal.
No, she's gonna go back to the inn, bringing breakfast.
You would find Yaikzal staring at the wall, just sitting there.
Productive morning. All right. You are.
Smell Wednesday's food seeping out of the box.
You should eat.
You see
Definitely
her like
not feeling great.
look at you, look at the box before she takes it and goes back to her corner. Like a fucking gremlin.
Just like grabs a scrap of paper, scribbles Big Red's address on it. It's gonna hand it to you.
Thanks.
I trust you.
I trust you.
I'd like to know where he's at, if you'd tell me.
Like in his house or mentally or
Like how much he's.
I'll
Like-
tell you everything he tells me. Unless he Unless he flirts. That's my business.
Yeah, I don't need to know about that. Unless you want to tell me.
No. She'll
I'll, see you later.
tell Wednesday was good.
You haven't even tried it yet.
I know it's good.
It is good.
You know what? We're back. Spectre Lorelei.
Woo!
Oh, and she
Detect thoughts.
fixes her plaid cap and
Yeah.
walks out.
Of course.
Uh,
Tucks away her drugs hidden away in her pocket.
yeah.
Makes her way out.
And she's just gonna go back to the tower and bother Ari
Okay.
while she can.
Yeah. She will get pulled into bed and forced to nap for a while if she's being too pestersome.
Alright. Like,
As Yaikzal, you head out and find yourself following the address. It leads you to the clones, the similar looking buildings with their blue roofs. To one kind of on the edge of it, you can see the doorway is definitely being Red's. It's been expanded. Not super professionally either. Probably illegally. They're pretty tight with how they like their houses to look here, since it is city funded. But you can definitely tell it's his. I do need a perception check.
That's a dirty 20.
320. You would spot the gate, the string attached to it, attached to a bell off to the side. You can see in front of the door a little bit of tripwire, like put across the doorway.
Smart. She's gonna... Can she shadow step to right before the tripwire?
Yep.
No, it's light out.
Well, I mean, there's some bushes and stuff like shadow you could step into if you just step into an alley and find yourself in the yard, looking down at the thin little wire you managed to spot even from the gate.
She's gonna knock.
You knock on the door, rapping loudly. Wait a few moments, but you don't hear any reply.
She's gonna... Is the door locked?
With the handle, it appears to be, yeah.
Did you break down the door?
You could. You could also shadow step through a window for less damage.
I'll shadow step through a window.
Yeah, the light. There's nothing lit inside. You find a spot you can peer into that's shadowy enough, and step into one of the bushes and appear in the house.
She smells the smell of brimstone and old blood.
Make me a stealth check.
I have... Where is it?
Don't you
I
have
have
advantage?
advantage. +9. 15 plus 9, so...
24.
24.
From what would be the living room area, like a room over, you would hear...
Could she look around his house?
Yeah, if you want to like quietly move around. It's fairly dusty. It looks like it doesn't get a lot of use.
Yeah.
There's like a clear path leading like around a corner, which would lead you into the living room. But it looks like it's very seldomly used for more than coming and going. Looking about, you would find in the living room, passed out on a chair, crossbow in hand, finger on the trigger, pointed towards the door.
Is there any way I could get the crossbow away from him?
I need a stealth check if you want to go try to grab that from him.
28.
You make your way quietly over to him, stepping carefully across the ground. You get up. He's got a pretty good grip on the crossbow. You're going to wake him up when you grab it, but you have a chance to like grab it if you want.
Yeah.
Okay, you reach down and carefully like take his finger and then push on it to take it out of the trigger and pull away. Looks around. You see his hands start to glow a little as soon as he loses the weapon and sees you.
It's a nice crossbow you got there. See, nice house.
What do you want?
I came to see you. He's kind of left.
Is he here to kill me?
Why would I be here to kill you?
No, dumb one.
No, I'm not talking to him.
Smart.
God, just every conversation is just like, ooh.
He's fine.
The dumb one, you hate him? Good.
Yeah, the absolute
The spider
moron.
guy. The spider guy.
There wasn't a spider when I saw him, and Weird.
How did you... He turned on... Drae yelled at me for it.
You hit him?
No,
Should've.
I just left.
Uh,
How did you meet him? I don't... Who is he?
I was going out to talk to some of the boys, and he came up to me. Looked like an elf.
You need a little bit more work in his voice.
Yeah, well, this is what you're getting.
Give his...
I've already been doing. I'm already doing Hagren
You
and the other guy. This
you
is
can
what you're
honestly
getting
just
for
do
now.
normal voice right
Yeah.
now. I know we're talking to Big Red.
Big Red, I can do his voice a little bit procession, but it
Really destroys the throne.
Just talk normally. I know I'm talking to
No,
him.
I'm doing it.
Okay.
Married to the game.
You never met him before that?
Uh,
And what was your deal?
I said he needed to talk to the dumb one. Proved to me he was pretty capable. I said if he made sure I didn't get killed, he could talk to him after me.
Okay. Can I insight check on?
Mhm.
Inside check on a big one.
That's a 21.
21. Big Red's fairly blasé about a lot of things, which makes him a little hard to read. You don't see any sign of falsehood or like holding back. He seems to be honest from what you can tell, but he's not the easiest to read. Especially, different physiology, being an ogre and all.
Okay. They have an issue with him, I guess. I
Saw.
don't know why.
Not my problem. Unless they come try to kill me for it. Then I guess it's my problem.
No, they wouldn't. They know you mean a lot to me,
Oh.
and I don't know how much I mean to you. But I would
Yeah.
never let them kill you.
That's good.
I came to see you, make sure you were fine, seeing as how you just left.
I'm tired.
Tired.
I just stayed up waiting for him.
You could put down your guard a little.
Drae jumps out.
Not safe yet. Few days.
Few days.
At least.
Do you want me to come check in, make sure you're fine every day, or?
Sure. Yeah, if he kills me, kill him.
No.
Hit him.
He just won't. Okay. If he kills you, which he won't, I'll hit him
Right.
very gently.
Well, whatever you have to do.
What's your plan now that you're retired?
Well, don't die. Find some way to make money.
We could
Keep not dying.
open up that bar that we kept talking
I
about.
don't have enough money.
I do, and I've always wanted to start a bar. You could be a bouncer. Instead of dealing with the customers all the time. We could have a fighting ring.
I like that. That'd be cool.
Gets up and makes his way around the corner to what would be the kitchen and like a study. And you can see he's broken out the doorway of the study and like pushed a mattress in it so that he doesn't have to force his way like up the stairs every day. Goes into his room, like pulls up the mattress and just pulls back some of the floorboards and reaches in and pulls out a pouch.
Here's what I got.
And throws it to you.
Seems like enough.
Drops it back down and puts it down.
Seems like enough. As she'll put
It's
it
a pretty
on.
hefty bag. There's like 300 gold in there.
Life savings, man.
Yeah.
Banditeering.
For
Sorry.
chat, we talked about this, and it's 6,000 gold.
Yeah, it's 6,000
and
gold to make the
Yaikzal's
bar.
paying for all of it. Okay, I'll find a place. Is there anywhere specific that you think would attract, or
Somewhere with a big door.
We'll have the biggest one.
Alright.
A tremendous door.
The entire front wall should be a door.
And you know what? Mexico's gonna pay for that door.
I know you didn't want.
Car. Gonna pay for the door.
Oh my god.
I know you didn't want the hammer that I got you, but maybe we could hang it up in the bar,
Oh,
and you could be like, "Yeah, that's my weapon."
why?
It look cool.
Alright. Sure.
Threaten people with it, and you don't have to use it.
Just fist close.
Yeah, it's cool to have a weapon you don't use though. It's like, hey, the fists will never expect it if you show like, look, this is my weapon. But you
like
never
a fake
use
out.
it.
Yeah. You're like, holding your sword and
Just start like shadow boxing.
Gets really into it.
yeah, I like that. All right.
Okay.
I'll wear it.
I'll be back tomorrow.
All right.
Yep. And she's gonna leave, and as she steps over the tripwire, she'll.
I need a perception check.
Oh,
Percepzione.
I've been rolling nice. That's a 19.
You blow the kiss and like turn to run away. Out of the corner of your eye, you see he doesn't flinch away from it this time. And you would hear under his breath, but loudly enough for it to get through to you.
I don't not care about her as the door closes.
And she'll go back to her inn and just.
God, he doesn't not care about you.
What a turn!
You know, that could go so many different ways. He could be like, ooh, or he could be like, or he could be like,
As she'll go back to her inn and just.
Sit down in your room.
Yeah, she's very mentally upset, so she's like, whatever, I'll just sit here.
Yeah. Lorelei would have passed along the message to Drae. Yeah, he'll make his way to the bar late. It's not rolled very high.
Get there late in the evening. The dwarf would be back behind. And
Traveler,
Hey, I'm looking for a dragonborn.
yay tall,
Yep,
scars,
Yep.
white.
yep.
Haven't seen her.
I haven't seen her. No, yeah, I was told about you.
You gonna be a problem?
Nope. It'll roll a dice.
Don't be a problem.
I wouldn't dare.
I'm not telling you what room she's in.
It's gonna make this really awkward.
If you're with the other girl, she would have told you. Have a nice night.
I said, Laurel, I remember to tell Drae what room she's in. Nope. Drae's gonna go first door.
no answer.
Second door. Knock, knock, knock.
Yes?
Nope. Third door. Knock, knock, knock.
Door opens. You see a lady poke her head out.
Hey. Oh no, never mind. It just walks right past her.
No, this is the lady from the door before that you just
Oh.
walked on.
Hey. You seen a dragon?
Closes the door.
Alright, have a good night.
Knock on the next door and... Eh?
Nope.
You see her open the door again and head down the stairs.
oh fuck, he has become a problem.
Yaikzal.
You just start echoing in the hallway. Yaikzal, you'd probably hear Drae's voice from outside.
I'm about to get
It's
dragged
not
out of
outside
here.
your door, but you hear a voice shouting outside.
You see one door open.
Really, the next one?
No, it's across the hall
Oh.
and like two down.
And she's opening it just enough for her face to peek out, and you can see that she's been crying. She's
You
like,
see a dwarf coming up, rolling up his sleeves as he comes up the stairs.
Oh,
I
someone's
warned
about to get- Yeah, or Yaikzal, someone's about to get hurt. If I could please come into your room.
she'll open it.
The
He's fine.
schoolgirl
I just want to
skirt
talk.
again.
As you step in and the dwarf's behind him and looks in,
He a problem?
No. Not yet.
Don't pull out again.
heads down the stairs.
Alright.
She'll stand by the door.
Yesterday, it was a little heated.
Mm.
And, I shouldn't have yelled at you.
You shouldn't have it. I didn't do anything.
That dude is bad news. And I'm worried about us, and I'm worried about the rest of the Proudfoots, and I'm worried about Big Red. Because I don't think he knows what he's getting himself into.
You'll be grateful to know doesn't know the guy. He was going to his own guys when he was approached.
Okay. No, there's no, scheme?
No. Man can't lie.
That's the only good thing about him.
Excuse you.
Okay, he's strong. He is strong.
Loyal.
I feel like, okay, and good looking.
I think only to me.
That's a weird flex.
Okay.
Compliment.
Yeah, I'll just get a quick one
But-
ahead. Alright, yeah, well, I don't know what to say. Glad you're not, like, in cahoots. Wouldn't want to
I
lose
would-
another friend.
I don't like that you still don't have this trust.
Well, it's
No,
one
I
thing
don't.
to hear stuff, but to, like, be confronted by the
I've
person
thrown
who-
myself off a cliff for Lorelei.
Yeah.
I have gone in to a fish castle to save, or try to save, your brother's
That's
girlfriend.
why I was upset. You did all that, and then I'm like, why are you dealing with this guy? It's a good thing you're not. I don't know what I would think.
I would never. And I don't know how you're gonna get it through that thick fucking skull.
It's not else. I do headbutt people occasionally.
But this lack of trust that keeps coming in it hurts. I think that sometimes I'm like, look what I've done, look at everything that I have done, and I'm like, I'm trustworthy, I've done everything to be trustworthy. And then it all turns around because a spider dude shows up.
He's bad news. Like, Lord of the Underworld kind of bad news.
I'm saying, when things like that happen, it doesn't mean, hey, I'm angry, I'm gonna bring you as a company with my anger. It means, I'm gonna tell you about him and why he's upsetting. Because, I don't know how to tell you this. I know nothing about your past.
I guess, yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Nothing. I went straight from the ring to the inn. Or the knot. Ring. Knot. Ring.
Not the ring. The knot. Not the ring.
Okay, so is it the ring or not? Sorry, you kind of confused me. But look, I was just thrown off guard and I panicked.
You are slightly forgiven. Go get me a drink.
Alright, I'll see if they have blueberry stuff.
Oh, I loved that blueberry stuff.
Do they have the blueberry stuff?
Fuck you.
She wants a drink. It's not for me, I promise.
You remember you have a bottle of blueberry stuff at the tower.
It's not here.
I don't have any blueberry stuff. No.
Alright, something hard. What did she drink last time? Whiskey?
Give you something hard as he cracks his knuckles and turns and grabs a bottle of whiskey and sets it in front of you.
I would love that.
What the fuck?
Get out of my face. As he pushes the bottle across
Just
to you and
like-
heads across the bar to somebody else.
You'll take the bottle and bring it to Yaikzal.
That was the.
God, that guy. Oh man, I wish you saw that. Oh man, that guy's so uncomfortable now.
Yeah, but that's like one of those things where the guys are like, "Yeah, we're gonna mug him. Yeah, we'll mug him," and he pulls down his pants and he's like, "Yeah, fucking mug me, huh? Huh? You testing me? Just dick out, like, huh? Like,
I think I have a thing for bartenders. But I don't like him, but he's cool.
Look, I not gonna say me and bartenders have a good relationship because all the
don't.
ones I get to know threaten to beat me up.
You suck with women.
None of them have been women. That's the crazy thing.
You suck with women, and they're all protective men.
I'll have you know I am more than willing to suck women. It's not what you meant.
No. That is
Sorry.
not...
Not
Take a chug.
like.
Whiskey hits him.
All right. Yeah. I need more. I need to forget.
I'm gonna go down, pay for my 2 weeks that I said.
Say for 2 weeks.
1 week, you said.
No,
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Oh yeah, the 2
No,
weeks.
I was
didn't
pissed.
actually stay here for 2 weeks. You don't have to pay him that much.
She looks around. This is a nice place. People need money. I
Alright.
remember being in a place where I could barely live.
Yep. Same.
and I don't want to ever
Spread
even
the
risk.
wealth. Yeah.
Don't want to risk people doing that, so I'm gonna go pay. Meet me outside. She's gonna
Meet me outside.
open the door.
Meet me outside.
Catch me outside.
She's gonna
how
open the
about
door
that?
and gesture for him to leave.
Catch me outside. How about
Drae
that?
heads out.
He's gonna leave. Yeah.
Collect your stuff.
And on his way out, he's gonna tap the front of the bar and say, Broadfoots have your back. And he's gonna leave.
Oh.
Looks over at you, like quirks an eyebrow, and watches you walk out and goes back to his business.
Yaikzal, she would have like tidied the room and everything, got all the stuff. She went down. Thanks for.
You don't have to go with him if you don't want.
I want. He's a dick.
He looks you
sometimes.
hard, making sure that you're like actually.
She stares back.
What a
He's
good guy.
All right.
He's a dick.
Unlike my
But-
characters.
There's a back door if you want. That's all I'm saying.
Thank you. I
Take it
know.
you're
I'm-
not staying.
Hmm?
Take it you're not staying.
No, fixed.
I'll
Whatever.
charge you the regular rate for the 2 nights.
I was gonna pay for all 2 weeks.
Would I be to say no?
How much is it for 2 weeks?
We'll just put it into your lifestyle cost. We'll deal with that. We're ending a month, so we'll deal with that at the end of the session. But he grabs another bottle.
For the road.
Thank you.
I'm more than paid for
She's
it.
double fisting them. She's like, thanks. I'll probably be back. You're a cool dude. She'll leave.
Thanks.
Okay, as you step out, find Drae waiting for you in the evening.
Look, he gave me another one.
Wow, he wants you to die.
Actually,
You're
he told me that I didn't have to go with you.
Wow, what a responsible gentleman. I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah, don't do that. And she's gonna walk off.
What's this bar called?
Shit.
You're actually gonna start keeping track of
Keep track of the places you see.
the
Has-
places that my gang is frequenting.
It's
Yeah.
called Tux Tankards.
No, it's the Black Mug.
Damn it.
Black
I
Monk.
like
Okay.
Tux Tankards.
Okay.
And it's right beside the whorehouse called the Nobly Knickers.
What the fuck? What a whorehouse name.
Yep, Tux Tankards.
The black
Sounds
and
like
what?
old grannies going there
The
with
Black
her knickers.
The Black Mug.
The Black Monk.
Mug.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you've never
I was
been
like, whoa.
to the Gilded Girdle?
Oh my god.
Okay. What's the?
Have you never been
While
to
I'm
the
writing stuff
Saddle
down,
Me
what's
Up?
the bar name of?
There's horses there.
What's the grogwater place called?
Hammer and Grog.
Hammer.
The
and
The
Grog.
Bashful Bridal.
All right.
That's one's for an eclectic
Hey,
group of
have you heard of
and
one
then-
called The Ass?
How many trousers and how many thugs do I have?
You have 27 carousers and 10 thugs, along with Tethel.
Okay. Okay.
Bonk! Bonk!
I unbonked it.
Thank you.
Re-unbonked.
You don't know how to unbonk. Only I can unbonk.
Yeah, he's had to learn because he bonked me and I'm like, unbonk me.
She was broken at one point. She was like,
All right.
"Excuse me."
Well, that's it. Carol, does Tethel ever get back to Drae with like stuff that matters to him?
No.
Okay.
So, are the two of you doing anything specific or heading back to the tower?
Heading back.
Okay.
Drinking on the way.
You guys will get let in. Who lucky you're back before 9? Oh, you don't need a password
Jeffrey,
for
I
this one.
swear to God.
No, right.
I swear
You know
to
I work
God.
this shift, alright? You don't need a password. It's not past 9:30. Get in here.
She looks at Jeffrey. She's like, never ask me for the password. Or you'll wake up the next fucking morning.
He just nods at you. Big, like, weirdly disconnected smile from his eyes. Alright. Never unless it's after 9:30.
Never.
I'll tell you one thing, miss. You don't fuck with wizards.
My best friend's a wizard.
I know. He's a fucking wizard. I'll tell you that much for free. Opens the
I
gate.
don't think he's. I think he's in a relationship.
He opens the gate. Nods at you guys.
God.
I
fucking
believe-
Jeffrey.
This is me opening the gate so you can come in.
Yeah, Jeffrey, I'm getting you fired.
You
He's
better
like,
hope you wake up with you right
Please don't
here.
get me fired. I prefer to be iced.
What? You prefer to be what?
Iced.
Jeffrey, you're not a comedian.
Oh, no.
Please.
Iced would be better than drowned, I suppose, but definitely not fired.
Save it for your routine.
Once again, I'm holding the gate for you. Please
Walking through it.
come. Okay.
Can you not see me miming that I'm walking through the
Yaikzal's
gate?
already at the door.
As you guys would walk into the tower, all of a sudden you would hear like, kind of like a trumpet. You hear like, oh no, and it's like a trumpet. It starts like low, goes, and then all of a sudden you hear, in the classroom off to the left.
Ari's door thrown open because she's right beside it.
What was that?
Well, do you go
Great.
look?
She's going over to look.
Like Lorelai's heart looks up from the bed. What the fuck is going
You
on?
see Berrian has his sword and he's surrounded by shadow, but then he's moving and deflecting his shadows, and it looks like as he's moving, his body's shifting, and then it's like, you know how it's like Roy G. Biv, and it's like he moves and it's like, and it like shadows of him falling like, with like the colors going as he's moving, and he like runs, jumps off the wall, casts a burning burning hands out, slides, slaps his hand onto a rune on the ground, and then it disappears, and he's just like, oh.
What
Okay.
was that?
What's going on?
He gets up, he sees Ari, he like stands up, he's like, nothing.
That was not nothing.
You alright?
It was an incomplete thesis.
Of
I
what?
felt the explosion through the wall.
It was actually an implosion.
She steps in. What did you mess up? She's looking at your like scattered spell script on the ground.
I'm trying to research the spell shroud, and I don't have enough books.
You just got so many.
Right.
Yes! Not enough! Like,
I swear to God, if this conversation ends with me promising to lend you money for books.
you don't have to lend me money for books. You could, if you wanted to.
Hello,
donate to the
purple.
school,
Purple writes often.
but thank you, Arya.
Heyo.
Welcome.
Welcome.
We're okay.
Also, we didn't mention, I don't think we mentioned, Willow87 followed us. Hello, thank you for that. Much appreciated.
New to D&D.
Ooh, that's so exciting. I'm so excited for you.
Yeah.
Yes,
Writes
well,
off.
You
welcome.
should watch more
Oh,
often.
Purple just followed us as well.
Woo!
Thank you so much. We
Wait,
appreciate
how
it.
long? Purple, how long have you been watching?
Well, welcome to the stream. We hope you enjoy. If you want to catch up on anything, I can get you in touch with the write-ups for the other sessions, and they're on YouTube under Adventure Corp, if you are so pleased.
We have a Discord.
Today was a...
I will get you a link. That is my university project group. Should not invite you to that.
But Berrian, you start explaining to her where
Just-
you're going
I'm
wrong.
trying to learn this spell. I don't have enough books. I clearly missed a component.
There you go. That is
Yeah.
a Discord link for you if you'd like to join our Discord, where we talk about stuff in and out of game.
If you'd like to learn how to make an unstable portal to the Shadowfell,
welcome.
I could teach you how to do that. I don't know where the discoloration came from.
I don't think I want to make an unstable portal to the Shadowfell. No.
No, don't.
I would offer you my library, but
Terrifying.
it is on entirely different subjects.
Which subjects?
Mostly curses.
Well,
Should I be
we'll
concerned?
talk another day.
Not if you behave. Right, I'm going back to bed. Less implosions, if you please. She
Okay.
heads back to her room.
He's gonna like shut the door to the classroom, like look around, and he's like seems like shaken till he sees you guys, and he's like, "Oh, good night." Goes to bed.
Okay. You make your way off to your bed.
You
as-
hear echoing from the stairs as he's walking up. Holy fuck!
Purple says she needs to find a D&D session with movies. I suggest going on the Reddit looking for group if you want to find like an online group. I don't know what city you're from, but Facebook usually has looking for groups for each city. You can just find a group, request to join.
Another thing that's
the
really
best
good,
way.
depending what city you're in, is look up your local game stores. A lot of them have one shots and groups that are already going, and it's a super like a lot
It's a community.
easier way to get into it than having to like jump right into a group that you know nothing about. And it's a
So-
communal space.
Yeah, Lorelei's just gonna be like, I'm not sure how to respond to that. But please come back here.
She steps out of the room that she was stepping into.
I'm gonna pull her down.
All right.
Okay.
I don't think she would. She's just been woken up.
Oh, not like for a whole
Oh,
thing.
okay, yeah, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
just for like a
Pull her down back to bed.
It's like a
Yeah.
As you guys head back to sleep, you guys awake the next morning to
what a morning.
a relative peace, as much as a city under siege by another city can be.
Oh, Drae's gonna go around and go, group meeting! Everyone get downstairs.
Wednesday's got food waiting for you guys, and here's group meeting, and puts a pot of tea on along with some coffee.
Sure.
Barry's standing at the altar reading the book. Drae, I'm right here. You don't have to shout.
What the? When did you get up?
I've been up for 2.5 hours. You
Why?
sleep in.
I was not sleeping in. What time is it?
She would trudge down from the dormitory.
Okay. Make your way down and get handed a plate of food.
Thanks.
Good you here today?
Thanks.
Are you doing alright there?
She'll ignore the question.
No, you don't, and gives you a hug.
She'll return it very, very gratefully. Like, this hug's something she needed.
Get a warm hug from Wednesday, who sets about feeding the rest of you and eventually bringing out coffee or tea for anybody.
Coffee, please.
Booze?
Hands you a cup and
I think maybe you should.
Coffee,
Lorelei
please.
comes downstairs.
Berrian would go pour you a coffee. And he'd look over as he's winking, and he'd just wink at you slyly. And
She
you see him pour a little bit of brandy into it.
She would blink at you in her attempt at a wink.
A lizard blink.
yeah, it was
Yeah, it would be. It'd be like that.
It's like-
No, it'd be like.
as you all find yourself standing around, food and drink set around you. You guys can finish food and grab your drink. You have time for a group meeting.
Alright, guys. Lots been happening.
Alright, guys, we're going with a bunch of...
Berrian, I don't know if you know, but there's, Hagren is back.
No, I didn't. When did he get back? I will roll.
Now, you don't have to tell me if this is deception or persuasion.
Wow, Lorelei is off her game. She must be distracted by something.
He's here?
Let's say 17 insight from Lorelei.
Does that beat or meet your deception?
You would get, like, astonished, but not as astonished as you should be based on his past.
Like there's something fishy. She's not gonna say anything. Yeah, so Big Red retired from the Proudfoots, which is totally fine.
Big Red retired?
Oh.
Now he's just being an asshole because he knows he retired.
Yeah. You alright? Anyway, it's totally fine.
Mm-hmm.
So, that, I've been a little distracted, but we should...
A little distracted. No. He's like, okay,
This
I'm
is
done.
not gonna...
I'm done.
We have a couple of priorities. Got Coliseum. We can get to that whenever. Monks, probably get to that whenever.
No. Just higher up.
What's
I
up?
need someone on there that I need.
You
back.
know, like, you know a monk?
No.
Alright.
The thing
He
we're
sort of
trying-
looks off. Oh. Yeah, okay, so monks important to Yaikzal. And still have a lead to follow for Sasha.
Let's get the monks.
You sure?
We'll do the monks.
Another inside check from Lorelei. Just trying to, like...
Just sadness.
Yeah, I don't think she really
I'll
has to roll, but
I rolled.
it says 30.
Sadness.
Berrian,
And in unsure insecurity.
we can... Well, I don't...
I need
not
to look
really up
into
to
it.
me,
Let's
but-
focus on something that we know we can do.
I don't think either of them is really guaranteed.
Well, either way, but I know that I can kill monks.
Don't kill me, please.
Like,
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Berrian's gonna, like, grab your forearm, kind of thing, like, no, other one, like this. And he's gonna, like, like the forearm grab.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, it's good to see you back.
Thanks.
He's just gonna, like, you alright?
No.
You don't have to be with him if you don't want to be.
And then he's gonna just like give you a quick hug.
She will return it.
I'm gonna be like, let's do the monks.
All right.
Appreciate it.
I will be right back. And she's gonna go. All right. Looks like we're doing the flying city.
Speak up.
Looks like we're doing the flying. She's far away now. Looks like we're doing the flying city anyway.
Well then,
So
I'll
we-
get myself ready.
Yeah. Look forward to
Stands
it.
up, and I'm ready.
Love wizards. She goes downstairs.
As Ari follows down after, I heard we're getting up to something useful finally. Not that I didn't enjoy the little vacation I found myself invited to.
Ari,
Yes.
how many of them can you fly?
3 or 4?
3 or 4? And we have to do 5 people,
You have to do the group, including Ari.
which is
One-
6 total.
Are you bringing Kana?
1, 2, 3,
Yes.
4, 5.
If
If we have a room.
I didn't have a day to prepare, I would be losing. No, I guess we're bringing Kina. Yeah, sure. Because I can do 4th and I can carry 2 people. She can carry 4.
3rd, 4th. Yeah, she can take 4.
Are you going to be burning yourself out to take 4? I could take 2.
It will take some of my stronger magic to do it. I would not mind taking 3 instead of 4.
None of you out of character. No one else can get up there.
I can't. Nope.
If I were like, couldn't someone with fly just hold on to him?
How far up is this place?
About 100 feet above the ground.
Because like, if they can carry Yaikzal would be fine if she accidentally got dropped. So.
I mean, Drae would definitely have the strength to carry Yaikzal.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we can do it. If you can do 3, we can do it.
Very well.
I can do 2.
Now then,
I do need to check on someone first. I'll be back. If she's
run out, make your way to the clones.
Not even gonna insight check that.
The same defenses you saw last time set up. Same bell on the gate, tripwire in front of the door.
There's a part of her that's like wanting to see what'll happen, but there's another part that's like, I need my health. As she just steps back in.
You show up in there and Big Red's head.
Ah,
The tripwire, I don't want to test it.
there's a bell.
I never use bells.
Ah,
That's alerting someone of your presence.
I'm not good at setting traps.
What's the tripwire for?
Bell. Alright. Shoot.
You're the trap.
Ah,
We're going to this flying area to try to get a piece of our city back.
sounds important.
Yeah, it is. You're okay? Yeah, okay. Okay. She'll leave.
Alright.
As you make your way out and rejoin your command. It's like a 15-minute detour.
All right,
Yeah,
let's
from the
go.
tower, it's quite close. So you run back and get to your companions. You guys get fly, cast on most of you, minus Yaikzal, who gets picked up under the arms by Drae.
We go to the roof.
Yes, okay. You guys go off from the roof.
Let's go. I'm gonna flick, and I'm going to put one on me and one on Drae.
Okay. Ari will get the rest of you. You guys having gathered Kana along with this. As you guys alight and fly up towards the floating islands in the sky that some of you were once thrown from by the monks that you battled there, with the strange rules for how fighting may be done and who may do what when.
I also touch Drae as I'm flying with him.
Yeah.
You should probably have this, and I'm
Oh.
gonna and I'm gonna cast mage armor on him.
Okay. You cast the magical defense. It glows over his clothes for a moment before sinking in and the glittering fades. And you guys find yourselves quickly floating above or standing on the floating isles.
Let's get as close as we can to the end. The temple.
You guys fly up and over before you get as near as you can to the temple. And you would see, spotting you, the monk groups on either side, seeing you. One of them missing their leader, the other one starting to walk over with their group. And when they get to the great gap between the two of them, they bend down and leap impossibly far from island to island and stand before the misted gate that you were told once before you could pass. Arms in his sleeves, the monk looks up at the group of you.
Are we gonna try talking, or are we just gonna do this? That was to the group.
Oh, I thought you were talking to the monks.
No, to you guys.
Do you have any way of getting us back our part of the city? That you're
I do
aware
not. The master is in charge of such matters.
of? Where is he?
He resides in the temple.
Great. Are we gonna have to fight you?
You are not welcome on the islands.
Great.
You have passed my test once before. I will not fight you again.
Okay. But they will, I assume.
Indeed.
So you're stepping out.
You have two options.
Hmm.
Carry down this path through force, or bring yourself for judgment and accept your punishment for breaking the rules and slaying my brethren.
We'll fight.
The choice is your own. I shall not teach you your right, should you have defeated the other group. Good luck.
Thanks.
Are we going for blood?
Are you gonna try to kill us?
You can see where we're at, right? We would like to get our city and people that are important to us back.
Your punishment is not learning the way. You may continue the trials if you insist. Transgress again, and the punishment will not be so light.
So we're doing it the normal you sit out, you're out way?
Can we ask you not to drop us off of cliffs?
Yeah.
Throwing of the opponent is permitted.
Alright.
In the full knowledge that that opponent would die upon hitting the ground.
They will not die.
We would.
You will not die.
We won't die if you throw us off.
No.
So then your companion didn't die, being thrown off.
I kind of murdered him. I kind of murdered him as he was falling.
Well, we had no knowledge
well,
that he wouldn't
shot
die
it.
being...
Yeah, but I also shot...
Okay! So we're just doing
Anyway.
it normal way? Like,
If you insist, yes. If you are not willing to face your punishment,
what is
So be it.
punishment?
it is not for me to decide.
Is it masters?
One of them, yes.
We need to get to the one that can give us our city back.
It's up to you. If you want to take the punishment, we'll do it. And check that out. We can always fight at that point, too.
As long as the punishment isn't death.
This is not for me to decide.
It's up to you, Yaikzal.
Yeah.
Like, in the end, to me, it's a fight now or fight then. Nothing
We're
changes.
gonna fight either way, but it seems like we won't. They're not trying to kill us.
All right.
If we have a chance to make this easier on ourselves, we
Yeah.
can take it.
If they just sit out, I honestly don't want their blood on my hands. So
It is late for that. But I shall call for the Ascended Master if you wish to face your trial.
What does a trial consist of? You must have some kind of anything.
You'll be given a chance to speak, and then a decision will be reached.
And how do we know you're not biased? Or
I am not the one in charge of this decision.
I don't. We would just like to fight, get our city back. That's it.
Do you accept your trial or not?
Sure! We accept our trial.
As he turns and walks through the misted gate. You can tell by the people staying behind you're not meant to follow him. But he will head off deeper into this area out of your guys' sight.
I'm going to cast Mage Armor on Yaikzal.
That doesn't mix well with monks. because they both change the calculation of your AC, but technically they don't stack.
Yeah, it's whatever's higher.
Yeah.
So it would be
Because
identical.
it's not. Yeah, well, sure. Never mind then.
As
Yeah.
a few minutes later, he will return with another monk, dressed like the teachers are. You can tell, even though their physiology and color is quite different, that this one is quite a bit older than he is. And this monk comes sweeping in.
Female.
Right, 'cause last time there was the lady who came and destroyed the
It is
boat.
not the lady.
Okay.
No. The monk stops before you and motions for you all to land.
Yaikzal. I don't know how high is Drae holding her off the ground.
Not,
No idea.
not very, like, just,
I thought
She
we
would
were
just
already stepped.
jump-
just sort of princess carrying
Yeah,
it.
you guys all get to the ground. Then let the trial begin. And that's where we're going to end off for tonight.
I haven't dropped concentration, by the way.
Yeah, I'm aware. That's us for this evening, folks. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for the new people who showed up and
Yeah, super cool.
checked us out. Yeah, it was good to meet some new people. And as always, you can find us here every Wednesday on Twitch from 6 to 10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. The episodes find their way onto YouTube eventually under Adventure Corp. We've got our Discord if you want to chat with us or get linked to any of the other stuff. And then TikTok. Stuff gets up on TikTok about the same rate it gets up on YouTube, which is admittedly slow. But thanks for watching, folks. That's us signing off. Goodbye.
Goodbye.